As long as this thing doesn't fall backwards.
What?
As long as this thing doesn't fall backwards.
Is there something you can put around it like we did these to just help stabilize it?
I mean, just totes and stuff.
Yeah, put something next to it.
Let me zoom out here.
If you think it's a problem.
Yeah. I mean, we might zoom in a tad, but then we'll lose our stuff in the background there. Oh, bonk.
So this isn't it then? I don't have a mic.
Well, go get it. It's up there by the light. You find it? It shouldn't be it. That was the old one. And we're live right now. There we go.
Oh, it was right there. Oh, there. Yeah, cool. Ooh.
All right, everybody, just give us a couple minutes here to get started and ooh, look how slow that is.
It's okay. It's just us.
All right. Ooh-wee. I will tell you, I am sweating. How's my mop look?
How's your mop look?
I can't wear this hat right now. This thing is boiling.
Just give it. Oh, that that suit. You got your ghillie suit on.
I am boiling, dude.
Lord Benji, what up? What up?
Benji's in here already?
He's on the ball.
All right. When you coming out, man? Where's my mic? There it is. All right. What are you typing?
I was just saying welcome. Okay, let's do this. Time step, reception. All right.
We already have sweat dripping from my beard. What time you got?
This says 9:32.
All right. Well, welcome to 2024. And hope everybody had a great Christmas and
Absolutely.
New Year's and a safe New Year. So
Yeah.
we did one earlier today, and we had a request to like show us the basics of camping. So tonight, get some food, get some drinks, grab a notepad, and we're gonna kind of go through the basics of camping.
Yeah, write that down
What?
on your notepad.
Yeah, you can write that down on your notepad. So, but yeah, and during it, I'm probably gonna go ahead and start grilling here in a little bit. So, the chat there.
Yeah, I'll keep an eye on that.
All right, and we'll just go from there.
Yeah,
So,
man. Good times.
Since Benji's in here,
I'll do anything special for Christmas? Should I just hang around the house or
yeah, we just had the kids over,
kids?
hung out around the
Yeah,
house.
sometimes we go for trips and everything, but we didn't do anything this year. We just kind of hung out and did a chill.
We're getting some messages there, Steve.
All right, that's Lord Benji.
What is he saying?
What are y'all gonna grill up? Well, it's not so much of a y'all as it is a Tony. I already ate, so I'm probably just gonna watch Tony eat. What you grilling, Tony?
I'm just gonna grab some cheddar cheese dogs. I think I got some cheddar cheese sausage in there.
Cheddar cheese
And it's more
dogs.
just something to hang out as we kind of break bread together for
Yeah,
this
DP is
2024.
DP's in. She said, "Hey."
What up, DP? But yeah, so I will grill something up, or not really grill. I mean, we don't have a grill, but I'm gonna roast some dogs over the fire.
You can put them on the little stick.
That's what. Yeah, not the grabbers, but yeah, the.
They're right there.
Where? Oh, they're there.
Yeah. I'm gonna drink my dinner, I guess. So.
Oh yeah. And so what about you, Benji? How was your first off, how was your Christmas?
Yeah, I think most everybody around us just kind of did a kind of low-key kind of thing this year.
And while we're
all the neighbors and everything.
Yeah. While we're waiting for Benji's response there, I want to show everybody something I'm super excited about. Look at this. So,
yeah, don't slosh it around too much.
I don't know if they'll be able to see it. It's gonna be in the dark, but let's see here. Oh,
it's got to stay stationary.
It has to stay just right up, so or else it wants to fall over a little bit. But I made this cool
yeah, I think
never-ending candle.
Right there, you can see it.
The never-ending candle. And I threw in some, not pine, but what is this? Red cedar.
Yes, red cedar, what we call them, needles.
In there. And this thing's supposed to last forever. Look at that.
Christmas was good. Got a new pair of Vans.
Awesome.
And a lot of other good gifts. He recently purchased a Steam Deck too.
A Stream Deck?
A Steam
or a
Deck.
Steam? Oh, Steam.
Yeah, for Steam.
Playing video games? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the platform or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Awesome.
Yeah, most of the stuff we play is on Steam also. Me and Christian and all. I don't know why, we just kind of, I've been on Steam for...
You don't use Epic?
There's been a couple of games that I've had to
Fortnite and stuff?
I never really got into Fortnite.
Should.
I think maybe it was Star Wars that I had to go over to Epic for.
So, I'm all over both platforms.
Or Battlefront or whatever.
But on Epic, they give away a game like every day or every 2 days.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so you just go in there and say collect game, get a free game.
You just play away, huh?
No, and just keep building your library so you can sell your account at some
free
point.
Games.
And then sell your account at some point.
Oh, really? Huh.
Yeah, 'cause you'll have like thousands of games that you got for free.
Yeah.
But
Uh-oh.
What?
Ooh, Gary Porter.
What up, Pang?
Gave us the big.
He did one of these?
Well, no, it's an eggplant.
Oh! What up, Bone?
Oh,
Gave us some eggplant.
Wrong kind of. Okay. Yeah.
That's my buddy Penguin.
He said the Steam Deck has lots of good emulators, so he can use all the platforms like Epic and Battle.net.
All right.
So
Cool.
he can use it on other platforms, not just Steam, I guess. That's
Right.
cool. I'm not really familiar with exactly what that is, the Steam Deck, but Harry Weatherford's back. Welcome back, Harry.
All right, so we did want to wait for Harry before we got started talking about the basics of camping. Harry actually asked us earlier.
He's the one that mentioned that earlier?
Yeah, he said, man, I'd like to see kind of the basics of camping. So we made up a couple bags, and what we're going to do is kind of go through it, walk through it, and kind of tell you what we would say, you know, kind of don't leave home without these. This is by no means an exhaustive list because, well, when Steve and I go camping, like, we have to bring in, you know, like lights, camera action, and all that stuff because we do a lot of filming out here. So it's a bit different, but...
Well, even before we were doing all that, I still always brought way too much junk, you know. Just camping.
You just moved your house.
Yeah, I mean, we just moved the house over here, yeah.
First time Steve and I went camping, I brought a backpack. It was my hiking backpack. It had everything I needed, and he literally had... he had a house in the back of his truck.
Now, in my defense,
it was all laundry.
The majority of that was to make the bed because we didn't have those really nice cold weather sleeping bags like he had, and it was freezing outside.
Yep.
So that was a lot of layers of blankets and covers for four people. So that was the majority of that pile, was just tons of blankets because you got to get the layers underneath, and then you got to get the layers on top, and you're nice and cozy warm in there. Or you could just go spend a couple $100 on a nice sleeping bag. Ooh, it's burning.
I love this thing.
And then you don't need none of that stuff and a good pad, you know?
Yeah. So let's kind of start off with it. Yeah, what do we got? And let's keep an eye on
Okay,
chat
yeah,
while we're
Harry
doing this.
was beginning to wonder if we were coming on. Yeah, we were trying to get on as close to 9:30 as we could.
Yep.
Always seems like we're right up to the minute.
No, I went like 2
yeah, we
minutes
did it.
early.
How's sleeping on the cot?
Who asked that?
Lord Benji.
Oh, is that for you?
Yeah, I didn't even know that I'd told anybody about it. But yes, it's a complete game changer. Thank you. It sits about the same height as this chair. So when you get out of bed, it's kind of like getting out of a chair. So that's
Yeah, this dude's glamping.
yeah,
over
I'm
here.
starting to get to that glamping line just a little bit.
He was gonna
but
put like automated lights and stuff on the inside of his tent.
walk in, everything comes on, you know.
So let's kind of go through it. So first and foremost, when you go camping, I'd say the 3 or 4 basics before we get to what's in my bag and what's in his bag. You gotta have a shelter, so you want to have a tent, unless you're going all commando and cowboy style. But that's not what we're talking about.
But we're talking about like
We're
normal
just-
family,
or
what do you call that?
you're-
Fair weather camping.
or you're just a person wanting to go camping.
Probably at a national park or
We
or
can
a
get
state
into
park.
where,
Yeah.
sure. But so you want a tent, you want your sleeping bag, and also just kind of preface this, we're gonna go with just normal springtime camping. That's kind of the most time. Like Steve and I are kind of do extreme camping.
It's
We
a
like
little
doing it
different.
during tornadoes
You might
and
need some
when it's
other
10
stuff.
degrees out and stuff.
Yeah.
And we'll get to that if you guys want to talk about that in a little bit. But so your tent, your sleeping bag, you need a pad. And for me, I think that I would be good. And you had a couple others you wanted to talk about.
Well, I just mentioned that a lot of it is food related because you're definitely going to want to bring food. And right at the last second, I almost forgot, especially for us coffee drinkers, you're going to want, as part of your cooking utensils and gear, you're going to probably want one of those water boilers, like a.
Well, we can go through that, but
Yeah.
no, you said earlier. So the tent, pad, and sleeping bag.
Tent, pad, sleeping bag, yeah.
You said food. And you also said firewood. So a
Firewood, yes.
a lot of people don't understand that if you go to like
State parks.
where we're at, we can do what we want. We can
Yeah,
bulldoze
yeah.
this area. We can
Private
bring in,
land,
yeah, we can dig where we want. We can cut down whatever we want. Well, when you go to state parks, they don't even like you collecting what's on the ground.
Yeah, they don't want you picking up nothing.
So you have to bring your own firewood.
Yeah.
Some of them will have stuff that they can sell you.
Yeah, a lot
while
of the
you're
time
there.
their little stores up front will sell little bundles, but it's kind of like the convenience stores. It's way overpriced, and so if you have some firewood
It's
at
like
home,
$10 for like 6 sticks.
yeah, that might last you 3 hours or something like that. So if all you want to do is roast some s'mores or something like that, that's probably fine. Otherwise, you're probably going to want 2 or 3 of those a night. You know, if you're like us, and we like to keep our fires going all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So those are the very basics, I would say.
Yeah.
So shelter, sleeping, eating, and the fire. And
Right.
then you had said, or excuse me, what do chat? Anything from chat, real quick,
No.
before I get to my bag?
No.
All right. And so Harry, after you asked that question, I kind of put together a bag, and Steve's got one as well. And we'll kind of, I'd probably pull yours. We'll just kind of bounce back.
Yeah, I
and
didn't
forth.
really put it together. This is just kind of what I've got sitting there in my tent. You know?
Yeah. So I would say one of the first things you want to do, and I'm a light freak, so you want to get a flashlight. And let's see. I'm not sure if you guys can see that. Let's see what it looks like on there. But these torches, like I think it was you that said EDC earlier, but you know, I'm kind of a nut about my flashlights.
Yeah. You're an Olight fan.
I am, and so this one's Olight, and oh, light. Got another one right here, and like between these two bad boys, I mean it's lighting up the day.
Harry said small grill for the fire for cooking on. That's good. We use just an iron skillet a lot of the times too. Just
Cast iron skillet.
Put it right on the
right
fire,
on
yeah.
top of the fire.
Yep.
So my first are flashlights. What do you got?
He said, yeah, EDC always.
And like he said, my favorite brand is Olight.
They do have some good lights.
I know we kind of, because of the way I zoomed in, I'm not going to be able to bring it right up to the camera and know where it's at and everything. That kind of sucks. So need to think about that for next time because like I may want to, there were a couple things I wanted to show up on the camera, but it's not going to.
You can still do it. You don't think it'll work?
Or it'd have to be on the other side. It'll look like it's this big
okay.
instead of like what I think it is.
Yeah.
So yeah,
okay, though, I like that shot better though. Anyway.
What's that?
I still like the shot better.
Yeah.
It definitely looks better.
Yeah, looks way better. So what do you got? What's your first up?
You know, I haven't done all the. I've never really researched and really geeked out on flashlights and everything like you have because you like know all the brands and models and you know gigawatts and all that kind of stuff. But my favorite light is this one, man. Other than my headlamp, because that's what I use most.
Oh, and that's another thing, headlamp.
I use this most of the time. I usually don't even use a flashlight. But when I do, my friend Ben gave me this thing, and this is my favorite one. It's just like a radar gun or something, you know?
I thought you were going to give me a desk pop.
No, I wouldn't do that to you. Man. But no, it's
we did that the last time we went during that video.
Oops, sorry.
Hey, you want to know what's funny about that?
What?
Dana just got me that exact light for Christmas.
It's great. It's a great light. I love it. And it's
I just forgot to bring it because I was bringing all the other gear.
But it's actually got a USB, so you can actually charge your phone off of it if you need to. And it's also a lantern. So it's a flashlight like that, and then it's a lantern.
Shoot it that way, man.
Yeah, it's a lantern like that, so you can kind of see it's on the side. And it's also got the little SOS thing to it. So yeah, it's a great light. Love it. Thanks, Ben. This is awesome. I'm still using it. That was like over a year ago. I think he gave it to me last year for Christmas.
Probably.
Either that or my birthday or something like that. Yeah. So yeah, I've had it a while and still using that thing.
What was your number one thing though?
Huh? Are you talking about the boiler?
Sure.
Well, I was just comparing my flashlight to yours, you know. But yeah, something else. If you're a coffee drinker, it definitely helps to be able to boil water quickly in the morning for coffee. So we use these type of things. This is a fire maple. Tony has one called Jet Boil.
No. Mine's an MSR.
Oh, that's right.
Jet Boil is very similar.
They
to
do
fire
have,
maple.
Jet Boil. His is an MSR. This is a fire maple. There's lots of different brands out there. Some of them work a little better than others. But basically, you just attach a gas can to the bottom of it, fill it up with water, and you can have boiling water in a couple of minutes.
It's like 90 seconds.
Yeah, it goes quick.
And so from here to here, this is actually a gas tank, and then from here up, that
just screws right on.
There's a little pot, and then there's
That's
the burner.
Yeah.
And
funny story.
Tell them about what you were using beforehand.
I had one of the percolator pots. And I remember this was one of the reasons why my wife doesn't come camping with me anymore. Because I think Steve and his wife was there, my wife was there, all the kids. I think this was the time you were there.
Yeah.
And everybody wakes up in the morning and wants coffee. And so I'm trying to get a fire started and get it hot enough to where I could boil water in this percolator. And it was taking forever. And I think they had, the girls had actually brought the coffee maker from home. And they tried to plug it in the truck. And it wouldn't work. The wattage was off or something.
Right.
They ended up taking the coffee pot in the bathroom and making coffee in the bathroom. And they got all that done still before I had 2 cups of coffee made.
Yeah, and he basically had a percolator that you set in the fire.
Just put it on the fire.
And it took like 45 minutes to get 1 cup of coffee.
I just couldn't get the fire hot enough because it was first thing in the morning. It takes a while to get a good hot fire going. Yeah.
But these are great.
Yeah, those
literally
are awesome.
Inside your tent, fire it up.
Yeah, with these you can have your coffee
minute.
before you even get out of the tent. Yeah. Awesome.
Just make sure you bring your beans, your coffee, whatever, as well as the water.
Yeah, you got it all in there. But I've done that many times, especially when it's really cold outside. It's nice to be able to have that coffee before you even get out of your bed, still in your sleeping bag, drinking your coffee. That's a game changer.
What's this doing in here? You got a beard. You need a beard comb.
Yeah, don't forget your beard comb.
Comb my beard out real quick.
Something my daddy always said.
Wait.
This is
hold on. You're doing it wrong. You got to read who it's from and then what they're saying.
Yeah, Harry said.
Harry.
Something my daddy always said is have a light, a lighter, and a knife. Always curious if those survival cards. survival cards are any good and have on hand.
Survival cards.
Kind of like a rocket stove. Yeah, it's kind of like a rocket. I actually have a rocket stove for hiking, but for camping, the bigger one. So yeah, he's talking about the cards. I actually used to have one of those cards.
I have no idea what you're talking about. What card?
I think he's talking about the little survival multi-tool cards that you put in your wallet.
Oh, I got one in my wallet.
I had one, but the
airport took it.
Yeah,
I was showing it to someone the other day. Yeah, it's in the tent right now.
Yeah.
Mine has a. In fact, it was on my Temu review, the last Temu review. If you watch that one, so it's got like a little a little spear type end, like a metal spear type end. It's got 3 or 4 fish hooks, a couple saws, and just a couple things. But it's only like that big. It's awesome.
It was cool, but I never really got a chance to use it before I went on that flight, and then on the way back they confiscated it, made me throw it away.
The only time you use it is during a zompocalypse,
Right.
and it hasn't happened yet. But you're right. What was his
Little
exact
thing-
quote there? He said light, knife, and something else.
He said, yeah, lighter, and knife.
Yep. And so
Absolutely, yeah.
we just showed the light. Here's my blade.
Yeah.
This is my favorite one right here. I absolutely love this one. Like I said, I would come up close and show it to you guys.
Right.
Hopefully you can see it. I love it.
Yeah, this is pretty cool. Honestly, my little pocket carry that I always do. I mean, I have 3 other knives depending on the situation, but the just my pocket, the one that I always carry around.
That little one you can flip.
I don't even know where it came from. I just found it somewhere, but it's cool. I like it because it's got this hole you can put your finger through it and grip it a little better, and it stays sharp a long time. It's a good knife. So
Yeah,
I've just never bothered with anything else.
dude, this cricket I have is literally, I think this thing's about, it might be 30 years old. I think it might be 25 years old. But this thing is so sharp, and I have never
Right.
resharpened it yet.
Really?
At all.
Never
This
resharpened
thing,
it.
not yet.
Wow.
This thing is such a great steel on this blade. Love this thing.
And I like the way it's got the jagged edges on the front, because then you can, like when you're cutting
Yeah.
a rope or something,
Yeah, and each
can
one of those,
tie into it and just,
yeah, it just it
Yeah.
hooks on it.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
cool. I like
love
that.
And
Very cool, yeah.
exactly what you said there. So multiple different ways to catch stuff on fire. But, you know, I prefer over a regular lighter. I know you like Bics, but I always get these torches.
Torch is good, yeah.
It's just it's got a little canister down here. It's all one piece, but it literally shoves a little
They're more windproof.
flame. Yeah.
Yeah.
This one's not really.
It looks like it might be getting low, or either it's just cold.
I don't know what's going on. I think this red one had problems earlier. But
I have noticed though, when lighters get cold, they get real hard to light.
yeah.
I usually keep it in my pocket so that it'll stay warm.
Oh,
But yeah, put it in your pocket for a minute, see if it lights better in a minute. It may just be cold. But I do carry a couple of different lightweights, because what if your lighter dies? You know what I mean? I'm always afraid. So I have a lighter in my pocket. I have another just regular Bic lighter in here, like in the truck, you know. But what if all those lighters die? I always carry like a flint and steel.
Because the zompocalypse.
Well, or just in case, just for last ditch resort, you know, you might need a flint. So I use the magnesium flints. They work great. And then lately I've had these matches around for a while, but I tried to strike them on the concrete one time and it didn't work very well. So you really have to have the striker to have these. But they do work pretty good because they burn a long time.
Well, I think those, let me see those real quick. I think you can strike this on this.
Really?
I could be wrong about that, but
Well, it
give
has a
try.
little striker. I've got it in here.
Try the yellow on the red.
Okay, I'll try that next time.
But
I thought it would do that on that, but yeah. And one that I'm working on is a little Altoids kit that just has fire starting stuff like your flint and things to shave kindling and some duct tape. Duct tape's good for fire starter.
last time I had a Altoids kit, my sister yelled at me for putting stuff that wasn't Altoids in an Altoids can. Because her son, when I grabbed it, it was like a leave or
Right.
something. She's like, why would you? Because it's mine.
Right. Sure. Well, yeah, if you got kids, you got to watch out.
Yeah, I don't.
One
Right?
dilemma that I've got with the Altoids can is I want to make some char cloth with it, to use as fire starter. But in order to do that, you have to poke a couple holes.
You have to
in the
ruin your
can.
Altoids can.
So then it's not really waterproof anymore, or it's not gonna.
No, it has served its purpose. You use it specifically to
I
make
know,
char
but I
cloth.
wanted to use it for both, and I'm like, yeah, you can't really use it for both. So I'm like, yeah, that's
Spend
right.
another $3 and get you another can.
Yeah, splurge on another can.
or use some of the BeastMode cans.
Or just not worry about char cloth and use BeastMode.
Boom.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
That's even better idea.
Who's up? Oh wait, do we have anything new in our chat?
Yeah, Harry said, wow, that's a good blade.
Hello. Hello.
Un momento, por favor.
Yeah, it's like it won't shut off if you turn on.
Maybe try turning off the receivers.
This thing just locked up. Literally looks like we're in the middle of talking.
I just rebooted this.
They might be able to hear straight from the phone.
Can you guys hear straight from the phone? Probably not as good, but
Alright, we're back.
we got it.
Sometimes technology
Un momento. Yes. So the Rose can hear, Harry can hear, Lord Benji.
They should have much better audio.
Okay, the audio should be back now. Just shoot me a thumbs up in the chat or something if you can hear it so we know it's working correctly.
All right, where were we? before we were so rudely interrupted.
Yeah, the blades. We were just wrapping up the blades.
Okay. They give us a thumbs up. Actually, you should just be able to
Thumbs
turn
up.
on your audio real quick and make sure you can hear
Everybody's
us.
saying it's good.
Okay,
yeah.
awesome. And then, all right, so blades.
But yeah, I was just saying that. Yeah, you're right. Technically, for just fair weather camping, a pocket
Okay.
knife is all you really need.
Yeah, you just wanted to show off all your different blades.
I just wanted to show off my blades.
All right. You up or me?
Go ahead.
Let's see here. No. Depending on if you're going out into the wild, like we are, or if you're at like a state park or
Well, I would think
National
most
park.
beginners are probably just going to be doing state parks.
probably going to
and
do a
things
state
like
park,
that.
which some of them, maybe by a lake or something I can recommend, but really dislike state parks and the way they
Yeah, I'm not a big fan either.
put everybody, cram them in. But a whistle, just a little safety first. and my buddy Alien over there will come running when that happens. So that's it for my top pocket. So blades, just like he said, blades. Light.
Mary has a question that's just slightly off topic.
What?
He's saying it comes from a military background. He did some survival training, but he's a little bit rusty. So he's just out of curiosity, he's saying, what would you consider the best basic survival gear for every day? I actually did
Survival gear
he
or
said survival gear. So I actually did a video about that. The five basic
five things you would bring.
like if I could only bring 5 things, and really your fire starter and your knife are the 2 main ones.
Yeah, I think
Those are big ones. The fire starter and a knife.
I think Cosby Fish said something like, and I'd bring pants or something.
Yeah.
Or a jacket or something. What?
Well, other than that, but yeah, the 2 biggest ones for me is going to be a fire starter and a knife, because with
Gotta
those
have that.
you can pretty much make most of what else you
Yeah.
need. So, and then of course beyond that, there's lots of other things that you could argue would be better or whatever.
A roll of
But
duct tape.
Duct tape is good to have, man. It's good for fire starter. It's good for repairing things. I mean, you could build a shelter out of duct tape.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen people make clothes out of duct tape. But just flint and a good knife. If it was me, I'd bring the kukri.
Yeah.
If that's all I had,
Definitely want to hear more about your military background later.
yes, that would be good.
Anything else on chat, or are we good for now?
Good.
All right. And again, just going through. Oh, I thought I had something. Well, let me. It is. We need to put stuff in better
Gary
order.
Porter says, y'all ain't cold. I'm freezing my nay-nays off.
Dude, I am literally sweating in my silk bag here, because I've got
Yeah.
I've got my base layer, which are my thermal underwear, and my thermals are ridiculous. Like
Yeah.
I've got the Under Armour Base 4, which
it's
is like
got
the
those little
super
compartments.
yeah,
all
the
in
little
it.
compartments
Yeah.
that trap hot air. But I've got that, and then my street clothes, and then this on. I had to take my hat off because I was sweating,
Yeah.
and these things are stupid hot.
And there's some heat coming off this
Yeah,
fire too.
I'm literally
Hey,
I'm
Christian,
sweating
what's
under
up?
here. What up, Christian? All right, so I'll go ahead and just go to this one since this is the first thing I pulled out of the bag. But get you some a beast chain.
Beast
Now-
chain, yeah.
There's about 1 million ways to do these, and basically all I'm saying here is get something that you're going to be able to string together, tie up to a tree, but do it rather quickly. I do have different things that are kind of similar that
Yeah,
we're going to go over here in a little bit,
Right.
but this is specifically quick access to tie stuff up. You either need to tie stuff to a tree like we've got over there, or
In your video that you made you used it to make a ridge line to put a tarp on.
and put that ridge line up in about
2 seconds, just bam.
I bet it wasn't even 5 seconds.
Yeah, you just wrap it around, boom, wrap it
You
around,
literally
boom, done.
wrap it around, put this through there, and it's up.
It's a series of knots, so if you wrap it around, you can put it through a loop, and then the knot grabs, and the harder you pull on it, the harder it grabs. Yeah, and he's got a long one for that you can do a ridge line with. I made myself one that's only about 4 feet long, and you can wrap it around the tree and use it for that. I use it in my tent to hang my light from the ceiling.
And it works no matter, like I was gonna say that. So like if you put this on your hook, almost every tent's got a center hook or a center loop.
Mm-hmm.
You hang that from there. So each of these compartments, you can literally hang a light from here, from here, all the way down until it's just within grabbing range while you're laying down.
Yeah, that's why I did that, because I didn't want to have to get up and reach way up here to get it. So
you're about to go to bed, and you have to get up to shut it off.
Yeah. So just bring it down where you can reach it. Yeah.
So a beast chain.
Yeah.
And like he said, we do have a video out there on how to build those.
Harry said he was in for 7 years. Active, being in Korea.
Nice.
And Fort Benning, then the National Guard. What branch? Did he say what branch? No. What branch are you in? Korea.
Ooh. I want to go to Korea.
Army.
Awesome.
Army. Awesome.
You're up.
Well, if you're at a campsite, depending on what kind of spot you get, you may or may not have power. So obviously out here we usually don't have power. Obviously tonight we have to have a generator going for the lights and everything.
We bring a lot of tech because we're constantly, we come out here specifically to make a lot of videos, and you can see, I mean, you check our YouTube site and we've just got tons of videos out there.
Yeah, so but anyway, in a situation like that, if you're at a site and you don't have power, my go-to to keep the phones charged is something like this. There's tons of different brands and varieties of them, but it's a battery pack that you can charge off of, and it has a solar panel on it so you can recharge it in the sun. So you just make sure this, here's the roll call going on.
There's a little, that sounds like a little chihuahua. You tell him, boy.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Yeah, that's somebody's dog.
Sounds like it's coming over here.
Yeah. But anyway, this has got a solar panel. So all day, I just make sure to leave this out all day, and I can charge my phone at night, and I've never run out. This thing is actually, I've seen mixed reviews online for them.
Well, I think some of them are duds.
Really?
But
I haven't had any problem with mine. It's actually worked out really well. He's looking over that way. But anyway, the point is if you're not at a powered site, then you want to keep your electronics, and this is good for one person. If you start getting more than one person on them, you can. Just for me, this has kept me full of power indefinitely, unless of course you've got a string of rainy days that come along and you don't have enough sun to repower. But as a backup, I usually carry a couple of these fuel rods, these little things. We got them when we went to Disney World, and they're good for a good full charge of my phone, plus maybe a little bit more, like a quarter or something like that. So these are really great. I usually keep a couple of these handy just in case the sun goes away.
Well, and I think most people, they probably, leave, get off work on a Friday, go camping, Saturday, come back Sunday, maybe they're out there a day,
so
or a night, maybe two.
In most situations, just if you make sure that battery pack is charged before you leave, that may be enough to get you through the weekend.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh yeah, Harry was saying he was he picked up the. Wait a minute. Okay, I actually picked up the wind. Oh, the wind-up solar power radio.
I need to get one of those.
Yeah, I've seen those, and he was able to use that as a power bank. Lord Benji's skipping ahead on you. He's talking about the bug spray already. He's like, don't forget the bug spray, man.
No, that's awesome. Yeah, because we are talking about, like,
warmer
right
weather,
now, we don't need it. This has been an exceptionally warm year, though. We saw bees this trip.
Yeah, that first day it got up in the 50s, and then one or two bees. Yeah, it wasn't bad, but yeah.
Oh. And so what do we got? I talked about the beast chain last time, but always bring some guy line and just extra guy line, help you tie stuff off.
Or just paracord.
It's guy lines or paracord, but
Yeah.
you can use it to tie off your tent. Did we halt? Or yours just refreshing.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can use it for a million things that are different use cases than the beast chain.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. Well, and you never know when you're going to need some line, man. It comes handy all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Especially another good thing to bring is a tarp. I mean, tarps come in handy for a lot of situations. I mean, if it's raining, you can use them to shield from the rain or just as a shade from the sun. I've seen a lot of people that set up their tents and then will put a tarp over their tent just for extra rain protection.
It's like a storm fly.
Kind of like a storm fly, but it doesn't. It's just like, like we would hang this thing up just over the set the tent up underneath it. And I think also it's
Definitely
good.
not a beginner move.
Right, but well, I mean, I've seen a lot of people do it. I don't know. Another reason I think they do it is to shade their tent so that their
Once
doesn't
that sun
get
comes out.
and if you put it in the shade, that way your tent doesn't heat up so much. So that's actually a good idea. Yeah. So that's a good one. Yeah. Yeah, we're getting lag again.
Any other questions? Or are we good? Good
Good
to move on.
Christian was just talking about the lag, but we talked about that in the earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't need to get tied down with that again.
Yeah. Bug spray. I mean, he already mentioned the bug spray.
Boom.
Yeah.
So that was on the list, Benji.
And you know what's funny is you'll never see me carry that.
This dude. So we went out one time. We had to film in I don't remember Prosper or something. It was
Oh yeah.
New Hope.
New Hope. Yeah.
And we were out in this little stretch of land with had some nice trees around it, but really tall grass. I hopped out of the truck in shorts. It was midsummer, I think. I hopped out of the truck in shorts and bombed myself with off.
Yeah.
Deep Woods off. Put it around my panty line. And definitely on my ankles and everything. I still, in those seconds that I jumped out of the truck and hit myself with this, I still got, I think,
You said chiggers, right?
150 bites on between both my ankles and then some around my waistline. But literally within minutes of being out there, it was the craziest thing. This guy, however,
I never even put any on.
didn't get any bites.
I didn't get one bite.
Mosquitoes don't mess with them. They mess with me like crazy.
They do not like me for some reason. I think it's a blood type thing. I've heard it was a blood type thing. Depending on what your blood type is, they're more or less attracted to you.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess I've just got the right blood type.
What type of blood you have?
I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
But
Well, that's probably the same with me because I don't know what mine is.
Well, I don't know what it is.
Yeah. No.
But whatever it is, it's the type that the mosquitoes don't like. Because I just rarely have. Sometimes they'll get on me a little bit. They're just annoying. But I don't get all those bites like most people. So I guess I'm fortunate when it comes to that. Let's see. One thing. Harry says one thing I miss from the military, extra strength. Yeah, extra strength deep.
X strength deep woods off.
He just said DEET, DEET.
Oh yeah, it's the same stuff.
That's what he's talking about. Like that's a military grade.
Mm-hmm.
Like spray yourself down with mace or something. That'll get rid of them. Oh, thank you, Mom.
What did Mom
She
say?
said my blood type is O positive.
Oh, positive.
Yeah, O positive. Oh, positive. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, positive.
Yeah. Okay. That's
Awesome.
good to know. I'll have to remember that.
Yeah. All right. What's your next one?
Pretty much. Harry was like, yeah, pretty much it's like deep woods off.
But
military,
extra strength.
yeah, extra strength military grade. Yeah. Let's see. You know, a lot of people might want to bring their own toilet paper or wet wipes, because even if you're in a state park, you never know what the condition is going to be of their facilities and whether or not some kids have run through there and decided to wet everything down. You know, I mean, so if you're going to take the showers, you're going to want some shoes, good toiletries, your toothbrushes, and all that kind of stuff, and your
Who
own
goes
toilet paper.
showers while they go camping for 2 days?
Most women. Yeah, it's a thing.
Huh.
It's one of the state park things, man.
Huh.
But yeah, most of the time, people will want to bring all their own toiletry stuff and not rely on them to have toilet paper. And
They
that
could
sort of
not
thing.
go hiking.
And you want the shoes because if they take a shower, you don't want to accidentally, pick up something off the floor, like get an athlete's foot or something like that. So that's one thing that I don't have a problem with, because I usually don't shower when I'm camping. I'll just deal with it and be dirty.
No, I mean,
Yeah.
go on a 4-day hike and
Yeah,
don't
we
even
go
change
hiking.
underwear.
Yeah, you're not gonna. Yeah, we don't even change clothes usually.
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
All right. Anything else on there before I continue?
that's cute. Is she watching us too? Christian said Leah's laying on him. Is she saying hi to us? No, nothing else right now.
All right. How many people we got in here? Or can we even tell?
6 right now.
Okay. So the next up, I kind of have little compartments or stuff for mine. So
Yeah.
my next one's a roll.
He's way too organized.
Well, if not, man, you
I know.
have everything in one tub and you're like
And
throwing it out and
that's my
stuff, and-
problem usually, is I'm digging down through the bags.
Yeah. Well, and keep in mind, so this is not necessarily my camping gear. This is my hiking gear.
Right.
And when I'm hiking, I have it in specific bags because I'm measuring stuff down to the ounce
Right.
to make sure, like, I don't end up with a 65-pound pack.
But
right?
nevertheless, these are still things you're going to want to take camping.
Yeah, and I have them in their specific designated containers. So on my spreadsheet, I know exactly, and I don't leave home without it. I don't miss anything. So
Right.
down here in the bottom, and again, this is not, we're not going to go in great detail about what everything is, but I use an air pad. Some people don't use air pads, but they use just those foam pads, right? And
Oh, yeah.
I use like mine right now is a Helix from REI, and
Those things are awesome.
so
He gave me one of those too. They're freaking cool.
yeah, and this is a Flextel Gear Tiny Pump,
Yeah.
and these things are awesome. So
And they last for a long time too on battery.
yeah, I think you could probably get like 40 or 50
Yeah.
pumps out of it. Plus, I mean, it's also, you can use it as a to charge off of, and it's got
The lantern.
the lantern on it,
And do you remember the other?
so it's got multi-use.
But my favorite, you kind of surprised me with this one.
What's that?
When we went hiking and we were trying to get the fire going.
And the straw.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we've got basically they're like antennas. I've got one in
Yeah.
here somewhere, but you can telescope it when you want to blow on the fire, and it gets you to be able to get up in there a lot better. And he took the tiny pump and stuck it on there and went,
Yeah,
got that thing going.
90% of the time when the wood's wet, well, 90% of the time the wood's wet, and it's hard
When
to start.
Yeah, it's always
No,
awkward.
even out here.
Right.
And it just needs some more air.
Yeah.
And if you can get the air to it, it lights right up.
But we started blowing on it, yeah, and then he's like, "Hey, wait a minute!"
Boom.
Boom, and it fit just right on the end
Yeah.
of that little stick, like it was made
Yeah.
for it.
And then all of a sudden you've got fire instead of having
at
to
the
mess
house,
with it
we usually
forever.
break out the leaf blower.
Uh-huh.
They go, yeah, that'll get a fire going real
But
quick.
so that's that compartment. Some Advil.
Yeah, I
And
always try
again,
to bring
for
some
hiking, you
Advil or
have
something.
to.
Well,
but-
even for camping, man, sometimes you like to sit around the fire and have some special frosty beverages, and the next morning you're not feeling so good.
Or
you know?
I mean, you need some kind of medical bag,
Sure.
right? And it's just you always need
yeah, I
either
have,
aspirin, Advil, or something. And at your age, you really need to keep some baby aspirin on you. And then my top compartment is just kind of USB cables, just recharging. I've got iPhone, USB-C, and the other one.
I have something similar, but it's just one of those little store-bought ones. I think I got it at REI.
What?
A little med kit.
Oh, yep.
It's like for a weekend type med kit.
I've got one of those as well, but I haven't packed it out yet.
I have a little bit because
I
that's all
haven't
I
packed
use.
mine out yet.
That's all I use, though. I'm down in here somewhere, but it was just a basically a standard store-bought med kit, I believe from REI, and it was supposed to be designed for just like a
Camping.
weekend trip,
Yeah,
2 or 3
camping.
days, and ooh, I think I got it.
What are you doing over here?
Digging. First aid kit,
Oh, okay.
one of these,
Yeah, yeah.
and it's just got all your bandages and.
Does it have
gauze
the heat, the cellophane wrap?
I think actually it might have that in here, yeah. And see, I added some different types. I got Advils and Tylenols and baby aspirin.
Yeah.
No, not really.
At your age, you need the baby aspirin.
But just in case you get cuts or just some
Gauze.
minor, yeah.
Yep.
Q-tips. There's actually some plastic gloves in here, I think.
In case you need to do surgery.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just your basic medical stuff in here. I always keep that around, and it's actually came in pretty handy a couple times.
Oh, you've used it?
Oh yeah, I got a bad splinter one time.
Ooh.
And there's tweezers in here, and I
Nice.
was able to get the tweezers out. I used
I
a little
don't think I
alcohol
have
pad,
tweezers.
cleaned it off.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so a couple times I've actually glad I had it with me, But always good to have something like that, just in case. You never know when something's going to
No,
go
yeah,
wrong.
we're out here in the middle of nowhere.
And I mean, you're not
You
going
need
to
at least Advil.
you're not going to do
alcohol
any
patch.
major surgery with it, but it's good for burns, cuts, bruises, scrapes, little stuff like that. You can cover it up, keep it clean, that kind of thing.
Anything on chat before I continue?
Harry. Always good to have a mini first aid kit, yeah.
Absolutely.
Even if it's just a few things for EDC. Yeah, absolutely. Totally agree.
Hey, man, the way Harry's hanging out in here talking, I love the interaction, man. You need
Yeah.
to start jump on some of our videos, comment on them, and if there's stuff you want us to do or see, let us know. But Cosby Fish, it seems like you and him are going to get along good.
yeah.
He
been
comments
living
on
yeah,
everything.
yeah,
And it's
yeah.
awesome. I love it.
Love it. Forgot to send him some swag.
Yeah, definitely. All right, let's see here.
Hey, while I'm
wanna do
thinking
the
about it,
black
Harry.
bag first.
Send us look on the on our page. I think your email is on it, right?
Mhm.
Send in your address. I'll send you some swag.
It's very nice of you for the new year.
We'll do that. I'll do that.
All right, so I've got what I call my black bag.
Yeah,
Now-
he's got color-coded bags.
I do. So on,
Yeah.
on my hiking spreadsheet, it's got black bag, red bag, orange bag, green bag, and so let's just kind of go through here. But so first up, boom.
Sweet.
If you haven't seen it, we got the Beast Burn.
Oh yeah, gotta have it.
So this actually does not go in the black bag. It was supposed to go in here, and that's why I was like, where is it? But it was in my truck.
Yeah.
And this one,
The orange. Oh, that's the brush fire orange.
Brush Fire Orange. And if anybody has a better name than that, you let me know.
Let me know.
But yeah, so if you're not familiar with the Beast Burn, you just pull off a little nuggie like that. You got a lighter on you?
I do. Oh, it's over here.
Let's give him a little. Oh, dude, you gonna burn me like you did in where was that when you burnt?
I think we were in New Mexico. But yeah, that'll burn for a while, and it's really good. You put it down.
You
and
really
you can
should.
put your twigs and stuff on top, and it'll get it going.
Yeah, but you really should kind of pull it apart a little
Yeah,
bit, and you can hit it with a spark.
if you
and it'll catch up.
separate the fibers real good
Yeah.
and make it airy, then you can hit it with a spark, and it'll go right up. Yeah.
And I need to set this. I'm just gonna set the stuff right over here because I need to put them back in this bag. Don't get yuck mouth. Bring your toothbrush and toothpaste.
Brush those fangs.
You gotta brush those fangs. And this, how he had an entire medical bag.
Yeah.
I've got mine similar, so I've got some tape, some gauze, some fire gel in case
Yeah,
you
you
get
just
you get a
custom made yours.
yeah, Band-Aids, tick remover,
I came into
alcohol
hiking and doing all this a little bit later to the game than you did, so I was kind of going to the stores and trying to get everything together that I needed, and so I just grabbed one of those bags when I was at REI.
And I just wanted, just in case,
Sure.
but not overdone. But I
Right.
think with
Mine's
the
probably a
tweezers,
little
like you
too
said,
much.
I think I need to drop some tweezers in here.
Well, but mine is probably too much because there's a ton of alcohol pads and iodine pads, and I could probably take most of those out and just bring a few and lighten it up, maybe another couple ounces, probably.
Yeah, but
need
I
to do
think
that.
tweezers good idea.
Still going.
No, leave it alone. And in here, some actually good spikes.
Oh,
Look at
I
these
love
ones.
these.
These are the
So light too.
badgers or something like that. But
No, they were what were they called? Groundhogs.
groundhogs, badgers.
Badgers. Hey, close. A little more ferocious.
Yeah, so I keep a couple of these in here just in case. Get
I want to
somewhere
get
and-
me a whole set of those, man. I love those.
Yeah.
You said they were a little pricey though, didn't you?
Man, they're like $5 a piece. That's a little expensive
For a steak, yeah.
for a steak.
But still, you'll probably you'll pass
$1.50.
those down to your kids, man.
Yeah, and the way they shouldn't bend.
The try.
They shouldn't bend.
Well, the ones that I've got that came with my hiking tent are actually pretty good. They're V-shaped, so it's very similar. It just doesn't have that one extra.
Yeah, the
lizard.
DAC.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah, yeah.
And those are pretty strong too. I haven't bent
Yeah.
one of those yet.
And then again, not so much for camping, but I'll talk about it just since it's in my black bag. But this is I even forgot the name of this tape, but it's basically like moleskin, but this is the upgraded version.
Like a medical tape,
No,
like
if you get a
like a cut or something.
no, if you're I'm going brain dead. If your foot's rubbing against your shoe and you
like
get
a blister or
a
something.
blister,
Yeah.
you put this on, that blister is gone.
Nice.
Yeah, and then
And that's specially for blisters.
yeah.
Okay.
But the thing is, so with moleskin has some felt or something on the opposite side, on the outside, and that's what will take the abrasion, right?
Right.
But on the inside, it's stuck, so it's
sticks, so it
not
won't
going
move.
But
Yeah.
however, moleskin will last for a few hours. This will last your entire trip.
Oh, okay.
This will
cool.
not come off unless you pull it off.
Yeah, and I know they say that it's about hot spots. It's like if you start to feel a little hot spot, then
You
you want
better-
to put some on now
you better
before
start
it
treating
becomes
it.
a blister.
Yeah, if you get a giant blister, that's
Then
gonna make
yeah, it could be just put you down for the.
you're gonna be
rest-
hurt.
Yeah,
yeah.
What was the word? I'm
Debilitating.
debilitating. Yes, that's what I was.
You're welcome.
I was
and
going
then-
to say decapitated, but that's not it.
And then just a little bit of razor wire here so we can cut down a tree
Yeah,
or a
just in
branch
case
or whatever.
Because yeah, you don't want to. I mean, you don't want to. If we're camping, we're kind of veering off to hiking now. But in camping,
Yeah.
you don't want to cut down trees and stuff. Usually, if you're in parks, you're not allowed.
Well, you
to.
you keep going back to this park, so I'm just talking about going camping.
Yeah.
Don't go to parks. Don't go to national park or don't go to state parks. Excuse me. National parks are good. You can cut all the stuff you want down.
But
in
when
a
you
national park.
don't have a friend with 40 acres of land, it's hard to find a place to go.
No, you can go to a national forest. You have the Nazis telling you what you can do. And,
I would highly recommend scoping out your location ahead of time.
no, I'm saying like Buffalo River Trail is a national forest.
Yes, God, I love that place, man.
No, you're talking about Eagle Rock Loop is what you love.
I
Same-
liked them
same
both,
place.
but yeah, Eagle Rock Loop was better. I liked. it
Yeah.
better. With the
And-
river and everything. Yeah, it was nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, you carry one of those too. so
Yeah. Keep, and this is just a
A
flint,
magnesium flint.
magnesium flint and striker, and then what else is in my bag here? A little bit of soap.
Yeah.
Can't get too grody while you're camping.
Sometimes, hey, washing your hands.
And this is
a big
literally.
deal.
I mean, they're just little tiny little strips. You put them down on, and they'll literally start foaming up. They're
Well,
awesome.
when you're camping, you can't stress enough how, even though you're getting dirty, you still want to wash your hands because you're going to be eating. And if you get some bacteria and eat that, you can get sick and it could ruin your whole trip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And some little chapstick.
And sunscreen is.
And I'm gonna use some chapstick. Right?
I never use it, and every time I get home, I'm like, my lips are cracking.
Oh, that
open.
tastes so good. Oh, it's like orange. What is this?
Sherbet.
Broad spectrum dreamsicle. Oh, I love dreamsicle. Hey, check it out. Still burning. Still burning.
Yeah,
Still burning.
Still burning. Yeah. Hey, you can just send it to Steve at BeastModeCamping.com.
There you go.
He said he couldn't find the email on our page.
So it's
Under info or something?
yeah, it's up at the top banner, like just below the top banner. There's like a subscribe button, and then I think it says about or info
About
or
or something like
you
that.
click that, and it'll say
But if you still can't find it, it's just Steve at BeastModeCamping.
oh, it actually, because of the bots out there.
You think it hides it from them?
Well, it is. Yeah, you have to click the info.
I am
or
not
whatever,
a robot.
and then you have to click. It says email, and you have to.
Oh, you
it
have
says
to-
click here.
Oh, to see it. Yeah,
Yeah.
it hides it.
Yeah. But that's it for my black bag. You're up. So basically, this is my healthcare kit, right? Other than tent stakes.
Everybody needs one of these.
Well, you're flying by the seat of your pants now.
Honestly, I mean, if we're talking about camping 101, I think we've already probably covered even more than you really need. Beyond that, I think bringing your own firewood if you're going to a park, because they prohibit collecting firewood.
I wouldn't even say go to. Well, no, never mind.
The thing is before I discovered this land, I didn't really know where to go. You know, I mean, like around
No,
where we
I know you-
live, there's not a lot of national forests and stuff.
They're all
around.
over the place.
Where's one near us?
I mean, I always go to Eagle Rock Loop, but there's
it's just a long
there's a
drive,
bunch
yeah.
way before then.
Yeah, well, okay, but I didn't know about any of those, and it's just like most.
That's a good point. Hold on, pause for a second.
Okay,
So a lot of people go to state parks
I did that my whole camping life
before you met
until
me.
until I met you.
Yeah, I would say if that's the case for you, and you know you download these apps and you figure out how to go to a state park. State parks are cool. You can drive in, unpack, but you're going to have somebody right there, right there, right there. I would highly suggest figure out the nearest national forest and go
Because you can pretty much go anywhere, right?
go wherever you want.
Wherever
You
you
can cut
want.
down whatever you want.
You can cut down trees and
Yeah, you can cut down trees. You can put up, like, they don't even like you to put a hammock up in most state parks.
yeah,
They're like, you're ruining our trees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, remember at Buffalo River that when we went to the top of the mountain and camped at that top place, we didn't even have to cut. There was so much wood just laying
around
on the ground.
everywhere.
We just went and picked stuff up and had fire the whole time we were there.
Yeah. Now, and that's the reason is on that trail, it was way less traversed. The trail actually felt like it was closing in on you
Yeah.
at points because it's so unmanicured. Now,
yeah, that
Eagle
would-
Rock Loop, you're
Love
struck.
that one, man. That's
It's a
freaking
great
awesome.
trail, but because it's great, it's highly traversed,
Yeah, there's a lot of people.
it's
on
highly
that trail.
manicured, and it's picked over. You,
It's so beautiful, and it follows that river most of the way. So
Yeah.
you've always got water.
uh-huh.
Oh, it's so awesome. But so, I enjoy camping, kind of like we hike, but just hike in a couple miles and just camp for the weekend.
Yeah.
And so you're more lightweight, less crap to deal with, you know. Because when we come camping, every time I feel like, man, I'll load up the whole truck, and I'm like, but how is it that when we come out here, I have to load up my whole truck, but when we go out there, I can fit it all on my back?
Right. I know.
It's mindset.
Mine is because I'm making so many videos.
Other than that, because yeah, there is a lot of that equipment.
we have
and
to bring
everything
all
that
the
we bring.
camera gear and
Yeah.
lighting and all that stuff.
But I've got a ton of stuff.
You have anything going on here?
He was just saying about the chapstick, that there's a lot of other uses for chapstick also.
Oh, what do we got?
Yeah.
Or do I need to look some up and make some videos on the other uses of chapstick?
I bet you could use it as a fire starter.
It's like
a little-
paraffin.
Yeah, it's like a wax.
Does the wax actually burn or inhibit the burn of the handle that's underneath it? Oh, I was looking for my phone, but it's being used.
Hey Harry, give me a short little list of some other things that you've used the chapstick for.
Hey, what do we have anything else? Or
No.
and is that the last comment?
Yeah.
Nothing else before that? That's a lot of comments going on.
Yeah.
We missed some?
No.
All right.
Fire starter, that's what he just said.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to start it on fire.
Or I'm sorry, he said fire extender.
Okay. So it's gonna be it's gonna be like taking a piece of cloth, rub some on there, catch it on fire,
Make it burn longer.
and yep. Awesome.
Kind of like a candle.
Boop.
Yeah, that burned a long time.
Yeah, a little bit of beast burn.
Little beast burn.
All right.
Remember the beast bomb?
Oh yeah.
Shoved it all in the pine cone.
And the pine cone. We don't have any pine cones out here.
There's no pine trees.
No pine trees.
Yeah. I wish there was some pine trees.
That goes
out here.
hand in hand.
Yeah.
No pine trees.
No pine cones.
Okay.
That was up in New Mexico
Yeah.
when we did that. That was cool.
All right. How many we got in here?
Yeah, a candle. Yeah, you can make a candle. If you had your chapstick, you could probably poke a little hole in there and stick a wick in it and burn it like a candle. I hadn't thought of that.
How many we got in here?
Good idea. 7,
Went up by 1. I think that's wrong. We got 7D.
probably.
All right. I think you're
Yeah,
up.
the Google lies.
It does lie sometimes.
It lies.
I think you're up. What do you got?
I think I'm out, man.
Are you out? Okay.
I try to pack as light as possible lately,
Uh-huh.
but just because there's so much other crap that I'm bringing all the time. So as far as a stick, never know when you're gonna need a stick.
All right,
man.
make sure you bring some sticks.
Make sure you bring
All
some sticks.
Let's see. Okay, so this is my red bag, and again, hiking related. But so that I don't. Uh-oh, this is what Steve was talking about earlier.
Oh yeah, the little thing.
So
Yeah.
this, you hook that up in concert with the vacuum or the blower,
But most people just blow in the end like a straw.
Yeah.
And get your fire going. Yeah.
and I can't say enough.
Those help a lot.
If you have enough airflow, you can get it going. That's why all you need is a little spark, and you can get it going with enough air.
Harry, I think we did mention the tarp earlier. We were saying people will set them up over their tents to shade their tents, and also you can put them up with rain. I actually bought an extendable pole that you can extend out and put through one of the grommets, tie it out to help hold tarps up. And I have if you check out in our playlist, I think we've got a tarp tent playlist where I actually built a bunch of tents with tarps, like primitive shelter type
Is he in there?
things with tarps. Yeah, he's in his bed.
100%?
Yeah, I can see him right there. Alien's chilling. He's not coming. He's camera shy, I guess.
He's cold.
But yeah, I actually bought a tarp, and when we go hammock, like stealth camping, we'll put our hammocks up and then put the tarp over the hammocks, stuff like that. A lot of uses for tarps. You know?
Oh yeah.
On a side note, for when it's less cold outside, I treated all of my tarps.
Or warmer.
I'm sorry, well, less cold or warmer, yeah, or that. I treated all my tarps, my clothes, my bags, all that, the hammock, everything with this thing called permethrin, and the permethrin kills bugs. If they get on it, they die almost instantly, but it's not harmful to you if you touch it.
Or spiders.
Right, it doesn't help with spiders, they said.
They don't clean themselves.
They don't clean themselves, right, so they
Yeah.
wouldn't get it in their mouth.
Yeah.
So, but all other bugs and things like the ticks and the chiggers and
Yeah, one thing to note on that, I think it was like 6 weeks.
that it'll last.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were thinking originally like it lasts like a year or something.
Well,
I think the box said like 6
what the
weeks.
guy meant when he said that is it would last him one season. So when he would go camping, he would just treat it at the beginning of each season.
And he probably didn't go
And
camping
he's not
like
going
we
camping
do.
for a whole year.
He goes camping
going
once, twice. Yeah.
Yeah, so like 6 months of the year.
Yeah.
So it would last him the whole time. And you can even wash your clothes a few times, and it'll still be effective for a few washes. So it can be in the
I'm
rain.
not going to repeat
Yeah.
that, but he will.
What?
I think if you wash it, it's probably gone. But it's okay. You can say that.
Well, I
I'm
haven't
gonna fight
really.
you on
We need to test that because remember we were talking about having the bug race.
I don't know. I put it all over my stuff. And bugs were crawling all over it.
They just like you, man.
Yeah. I was like, this stuff doesn't work.
We still need.
Now
to
I
do that.
heard ticks and fleas. It'll kill like crazy.
Well, and that's good.
And I
because
think because they're so tiny.
we did get a couple ticks that one time. Remember?
Was
But
that out here?
That was Buffalo Trail.
That was buffalo.
Yeah, because the trail was so closed in. I think.
Yeah.
But-
If you get out there, there was a lot of ticks.
Yeah. We'd still need to do that. I think that would make a great video. Is to spread the tarp out and treat it with permethrin, and then have a bug race. Get a bunch of bugs and
See if
just
they
drop them
die.
in the middle and see how many get off the
Yeah.
tarp. Yeah,
Hey.
that'd be good. Okay, yeah, he was talking about a candle and a tarp. Yeah, I'm watching now.
And then we've got. I usually keep a couple little rolls of duct tape.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've got a little bit too, yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, like you said, it literally fixes everything. But I usually keep a couple rolls of duct tape, a lantern.
Yeah.
This one specifically, this is my hiking lantern, and again, just hang it up inside the tent. It's
And
not-
you can probably get rid of that now that you've got the flex tail.
yeah.
Yeah.
Save on.
Yeah, just get rid of that weight, yeah.
Probably a half pound.
That actually has a little bit of weight to it, yeah.
That's got some weight. I mean, it's got three
Yeah.
or four batteries inside. Yeah.
Batteries are heavy, yeah.
Yeah, I probably could get rid of that.
Let me add one thing to your duct tape.
Yeah.
I was gonna make a video on this, or probably just a little short, just a PSA kind of thing.
Yeah.
But a lot of people will take their lighters and take a strip of duct tape and put like some fire starter, some cotton,
roll it around your
stuff
lighter.
like that, and
Yeah.
then just roll it all around the lighter, so you've got all that attached to your lighter.
Mhm.
If you ever need it, you just pull it off, and you can pull some of the tape off if you need it.
Yeah, or they'll put
So-
needles or just
All kinds, maybe some fishing line and some hooks, and
Hooks.
stuff. All kind of just
Yeah.
a survival
roll-
lighter.
Yeah, it's a survival lighter.
Yeah.
And if you got a Rambo knife, then no. But
Then you can stuff it in the handle. That's the whole reason I bought that was Rambo, dude. That movie Rambo inspired me to get the
hey, before that movie,
with the handle.
that's why
with the
it's literally called, like, before that it was a Bowie knife,
Bowie knife. Yeah,
but it didn't
it
have
didn't have the hollow handle.
yes, and they created that for the movie.
Cool.
It's literally called a Rambo knife. And I think that's it for that bag.
Yeah,
And let me see back here.
that's an interesting thing. I didn't know that. I always thought I just called it a Rambo knife, and it was really
Because-
actually a Bowie knife.
No, it's actually called the
Or
Rambo
a
knife.
survival knife or whatever.
Let's see, this one goes here, and then we got
What you got there? Warmers.
well, I
If
said,
it's cold, those are good to have.
we can, we'll talk about more of the extreme stuff now. And I probably carry way too much paracord with me,
You
but
can never have too much paracord.
I love paracord.
Man,
There's
that stuff
so
comes-
many use cases. So the not last, probably like 3 camps back, I brought my pop-up tent. I threw up on
Are
our
you
website.
sure you didn't pack it up wrong? That just blows me away.
You turn it into a figure 8. You turn it
Yeah.
into another figure 8, and
That's just weird. I wonder if yours
Hey.
is defective or something.
I don't know. I probably packed it up wrong. I probably just twisted it and boom.
But you can manhandle those things so bad.
Yeah,
It just
but
blows me away.
all of
Anyway,
the
his
things
just
literally,
splintered apart,
it
yeah.
was supposed to be like this, and all of them literally splintered and were like that. So what did I do? It was either
Oh, right.
go back home or go to the store and buy another tent or something.
Right.
I took some paracord.
Because that was the only one you had with you.
Yeah, I wasn't doing any tent reviews that
Right.
weekend, so that was the only one. So I literally took some paracord, wrapped it around here, and it was on both sides. So I took paracord, wrapped it around here, took some duct tape just to make sure it stayed.
Right.
Did that on both sides, and my tent was fine
That's
for
the
the weekend.
MacGyver stuff there.
And then,
Hey, man, sometimes you just got to make that happen, man.
Right.
You got to make it happen.
and then these hand warmers, they're great.
Yeah.
Especially like tonight, I think it's gonna be
thought it was-
31 degrees.
It doesn't
30
feel
degrees.
as cold as it is for some reason. Well, not to you.
I'm still sweating.
I changed clothes and I put more thicker stuff on, so I feel perfectly fine right now.
Yeah.
I still want to have my hat on though.
I'm sweating.
Well, I'm not wearing the sleeping bag like you are.
Yeah,
though.
man, I love this thing.
I might need to get me one of those. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. And it's
What
got
did you
the-
call it?
A Selk bag?
Selk
That's the
bag?
name of the company, but
Oh.
I'm sure there's probably others out there. But this
It's just a walking sleeping bag.
walking sleeping bag,
Freaking
you
awesome.
can sleep in it if you want to. But,
I would totally sleep in it, man.
the only thing
Got a hood and everything.
I don't like about it is in order to use the restroom, like
You
there's
pretty much got to take the whole thing off.
you have to pull it, so it unzips down to here. You have to pull it all up. You have to take your sleeves off to pull it down far enough to.
That's the way all the women feel that wear those jumpers. You got to get naked and to go to the bathroom, basically.
I don't know what a jumper is.
I've heard women complain about that. You know, it's just a one-piece outfit. So if they got to go to the bathroom, they literally have to take the whole thing off to go to the bathroom. Yeah. So it's
Like
kind of the same
a
situation.
leotard.
Yeah, kind of like or something like that too. But they make you know, that look like shorts and a shirt, but it's all attached.
Hey, what's that? What do you see right there?
More paracord.
More paracord. So
I'm about to run out. I've used all mine up. I need to go buy some more, or I need to find a manufacturer to send me some or something.
so
Speaking
that's
of paracord, Harry says, "What's your option between paracord and bank line?" Bank line, I think, is better for if you're doing some bush crafting and you want to tie logs together because it's much smaller and it grips better. So if you can wrap like my tripod that I made over here, if you put 3 sticks together, it would be better to tie that together with bank line. Also, if you're building a shelter or something like that, you'd probably be better served using bank line. It grips itself, you know what I mean? Like if you wrap it around a couple times and tie.
Do you know what he means?
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Do you know what he means?
But yeah, they each serve their purpose. I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong on this, because I could be wrong, but I think paracord is probably more versatile than bank line. Bank line.
I don't know. I love paracord.
I do too. I just love it.
I got stock in paracord.
You can like pull it apart and pull the little inner pieces out.
You can cut it, melt it back together.
You can melt it, dude.
You can pull out, like if you got like, I think this is like 9 strand or something.
Yeah.
So you can pull out literally.
Like you can make a little trap
and
with
that
it.
stuff's hard too.
You could use that for like fishing line or something.
Yeah.
Or you get a rip in your tent and you can light it and drip that stuff on there and take your lighter and go whack, and seal that sucker right up.
Seal it up.
Yeah. You can
That's
make
what-
repairs. With all
I
kinds
did.
Of stuff,
I
man.
can't find my nylon glue. That
Yeah?
stuff I used to fix
Just
my.
use your paracord. You got plenty of paracord. Just
No,
melt
I
it
don't.
down.
I'm running out.
You ain't got enough.
I don't have enough paracord.
You can never have enough paracord. Yeah, I totally need some more paracord. I'm just about out. Let's see. Yeah.
And if you guys are wondering, by the way, I made a never-ending candle. I love this.
Hey, Harry said, "Yeah, I know what you mean."
About what? Hey, you know what I mean?
You know what I mean? I say that after almost every sentence. I'm really trying to watch myself and not say it. It's just
You
like
know what he means?
It's kind of like some people say all the time.
I say
yeah,
constantly.
It's like I say, you know what I mean? Did I tell you about that doctor that we went to one time? And it was kind of like the you know what I mean for me, but he would always say, "Do you follow my thinking?"
Do you follow my thinking?
You follow my
yeah,
thinking?
you told me
Dude,
about that.
He said that so many times. I just wanted to punch him in the face.
Do you follow my thinking?
You follow my thinking?
That's a good one.
Hannah would remember that.
Do you follow my thinking?
Okay.
Yeah. Yes, I do.
Most definitely, Harry says.
Man, I love the action on Harry. I'm wondering, is Harry Cosby Fish renamed?
Narrower.
Have we
Hey,
ever
wait a
seen?
minute. What did he say? He's talking about a Titan. Oh, most definitely, especially the Titan. The Titan one that has fishing line, fire starter, snare wire.
Is
Yeah.
he talking about the Rambo knife? The Titan
No,
Rambo
I think
knife?
he's talking. We're still talking about bank line and paracord.
Are you saying Titan is a brand?
Is that what you're talking? Are you saying Titan as in? He used a capital T, so I think it's Titan like a brand.
Well, that's what I'm asking. Is it a brand
What
of?
What are you referring to as? What is Titan?
Well, with all those things he just
He
said,
said
it
the
sounds like
Titan one.
a Rambo knife with all that stuff inside the shaft.
Yeah. But
But
he-
I just made that up.
Oh, here we go. Highly doubtful. Titan. Oh, Titan. survival cord. I guess it's
Oh,
a different type of cord. But yeah, I carry this. Oh
¿Qué es
no!
esto?
Pulled my beard out.
Oh no!
I carry this. He was talking about.
Is that weed eater?
Snare wire.
Is that weed eater?
No, this is metal, dude.
Oh, it's metal. It looked like silver plastic. Oh, okay.
This is great for snare wire. Also,
Why would you use that for snare wire?
Because they can't chew through it and bite through it.
After they get snared.
Yes.
Ah.
Now you don't make the whole trap with it. This would just be the end part that snares them. You can just wrap.
Is it supposed to close up on their
Yeah,
foot?
it works just like a slip line. You would tie it sort of like a slip knot,
What?
and then when it gets around their foot, they can't. It tightens up,
For real,
and then
though?
they can't nibble through it.
For real, don't know what I'm saying?
For real, know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Know
But
what I mean?
I also, when you make the Swedish torches and things like that,
That totally. I'm with you on that.
wrap it up and
But
tighten
that will work with a slip knot?
absolutely, yeah.
Really?
Looks great.
So you just kind of twist it around, do it. You follow my thinking?
I follow. Piece that is
Where'd you
actually
get that?
does the snare.
Home Depot or something?
I don't know. It's just wire.
Oh, it's just wire. Okay.
Just wire. It's just like.
That's a lot of wire. How much you pay for
You know, you could probably use it.
that bunch
I don't
of
remember.
rebar?
It's probably a couple bucks.
I like that.
Yeah.
I need to get some of that. That's probably going to go in my
You can
bag.
have half of this if you want. I'll split it with you.
Boom! I like that.
It's kind of heavy, man. I can lighten my pack. I don't need this much.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, we'll split it.
But you're right. The Swedish torch, definitely.
Yeah, and things like that. There's lots of other little applications where you can really tie things in tight. that
Tie
you
'em down.
need. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Awesome.
anyway, yeah, he mentioned snare wire, and I was like, we made we've got a video if you want to look for it, where I made a trap up in New Mexico.
Yep.
That end snare wire I used.
Was that a short or long?
It was a long,
Okay.
but I used paracord for it. But using snare wire like this would be better because those guys get trapped and they'll just about gnaw their own arm off.
But
to
if
get
they
out of
could
there.
get in something that they
if
would
there's
prefer
paracord,
they would prefer to gnaw on that paracord.
they could totally nibble through that. So
but if they nibbled on that, they'd go, "I'm done."
they can't get through that. But that's one of those things where it's like you want to check your traps often because if you leave it too long, it'll give them more time to gnaw through the rope, and you'll get back and you'll just have a dead rope. You get there quick enough, they hadn't had time to do it. So yeah, if you do traps, check your traps often.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good rule there.
No.
Got anything on chat going on?
Oh, Mama's still in there. Harry did say should give it a try. Titan paracord.
Titan paracord.
He said Titan paracord survival cord.
I wonder if that's similar to have you ever seen spider wire?
Spider wire.
You
That
ever
sounds
seen
familiar.
It's a fishing line called spider wire.
Okay.
This stuff is stupid. I think it's got Kevlar and stuff in it
Ooh.
because when you go to cut it, you have to try to cut it. Like it's not breaking.
It don't want to break. Yeah.
No. And I've got
Okay.
this other stuff which is part that I'm gonna use on that bow I'm making, but you can saw with it,
My mom said.
and it's literally just string.
Yeah. My mom just said, I wish I would quit talking about hunting little animals.
Hey, hey Rose, I will avoid stepping on almost everything.
This guy he wouldn't kill an ant.
No,
Not unless you had to eat.
no. I mean, if they're up next to my house and they're bothering, but like
He'll call Ben.
no, but if they're just like walking on their way, I'm not gonna step on them. This
Yeah.
dude's probably trying to bring home some sugar to his wife or something. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna ruin his day.
We don't practice this all the time. We're just talking about in very extreme survival situations. If it was eat or be eaten and die or something like that.
I know how to
These
I know
are
how to
techniques.
hunt. I know how to shoot.
These are techniques that you could use to
I
get
will-
some food if you had
I
to.
think a
yeah.
squirrel is awesome. I know Ben is Ben in here. I know Ben Jammin is.
No, Ben is asleep.
Ben is asleep. He said he was going to try to make our 9:30 roll call.
He said
But
if he didn't fall asleep first.
Ben will shoot squirrels.
I know he was out eating, so he probably had a drink or two.
Did you know that?
Oh yeah, he'll sit out on his back porch. They're like tree rats to him. They just
Squirrels are so majestic.
I love squirrels.
They are so agile.
I am actually on a squirrel page on Facebook.
I
and
want to
see
get on
all
that squirrel
kinds of
page.
pictures. Have you? I'll send you a link to it. I get all kinds of pictures of these wild squirrels, man. Like some of them are in the snow.
This dude just said wild squirrels.
That-
Squirrels gone wild.
Squirrels going wild. No, but some of these squirrels, like you see these little fox squirrels, some of them I've seen are in the snow and they're like totally white,
What? Like albino or like covered with snow?
or they're just in those areas where they're white squirrels.
They're
man.
white squirrels.
Yeah.
Wow.
I've seen so many different squirrels on this page. I'll have to shoot it to you.
What?
They're just
Yeah,
crazy
definitely.
stuff, man. Just wild. And all these people that live in rural areas that feed the squirrels, and they'll just come up and crawl up on their arms. And
Dude,
eat
squirrels
out of
are
their
awesome.
hands. Yeah.
I'm trying
They
to make
won't do
buddies
that at my house. We tried. I couldn't get them to do it.
because Ben's shooting them, and
They
they,
don't
think you're
trust
Ben.
me.
Yeah, yeah,
They're like, no, that other dude took a shot at me.
yeah.
Man.
I dodged that little BB.
He's like, I don't trust your ass.
Yeah.
That's funny.
All right, so boom, and we're back on.
Okay, we should be back on now. Someone should invent a better mic.
I'm bringing us just a little bit closer.
Okay. Tony's gonna adjust our camera angle also
Maybe
while he's at it.
I want to get the fire in there, but I also want to get.
Yeah, we're working on the sound.
No, sound should be good now.
Can you hear the sound now?
Check it, Steve.
If you can hear the sound now, give me a thumbs up or
You
a
should be
yeah.
able to
I hear
just check
you.
it. Turn your sound on, Steve.
It is on.
No, turn your sound on there.
Oh. Yes. Yes.
Okay, cool.
All right. Cool. I don't know why these things.
I think it's because it's
just so cold.
it's 34 degrees out.
I wonder if there's a
They're just we've been having a lot
DP
of
said
problems.
check. Oh, check. Yes, as in yes, yes.
I went through 9 batteries on one of my cameras the other day,
Yeah.
only because it was so cold out. But I think it was like 27 degrees that day.
Yeah.
But even like right now, obviously, these mics are having a little bit of an issue. We may need to think of a wired solution, unfortunately, when we're doing
Oh,
these.
instead of the batteries. Well, that's
Maybe-
why I was saying about running
No, no, no,
another
not-
cord over here
Well, I mean a wired.
for the mics.
Yeah, like it plugs in and a wire comes over here.
Or either that or we could get a boom mic.
Could do that.
I wonder how much those cost.
I've got one.
Oh, you've already got one?
Uh-huh.
We should try that. A boom mic?
We can
That's
try
what the
it.
pros use, don't they?
No, they use that like in movies and stuff. But
Yeah, like in movies.
most podcasts or things like
They'll
this
wear a
is,
mic,
is
yeah,
a
yeah.
mic. Yeah.
Or either they're sitting at a desk talking in a mic.
Mhm.
Yeah. All right, cool. It sounds like we're back.
All right.
Yeah, it's 11 o'clock. Yeah, we still got 6
All right.
o'clock.
So that was the basics of camping gear. Now let's take it a little bit of a.
You want to start going to cold weather camping?
No, well, hold on. First, I want to ask a question. So, we kind of gave some examples of things that we believe would be like your basics.
Very
Is there
basic.
anything
yeah.
that you guys would say to add, or
Yeah,
that you
what did we
disagree
miss?
with?
Did we miss something?
And this was we literally just put this together after
Well,
Harry
yeah, I
asked that
mentioned
question.
it earlier,
I was like,
yeah.
hey, let's put together a couple bags and kind of pull stuff out of the bag. So, and again, we've got tubs worth of stuff.
Yeah, we bring way too
Because-
much stuff. Lots of food because we like to eat good while we're out here.
Yeah,
Plenty
Chef
to drink.
Chef Boyardee.
Yeah. I actually this weekend I'm doing really good. I've been keto all weekend.
Speaking of which, I'm gonna.
So yeah, as far as food, I didn't bring any sweets or anything like that, man.
Did you get a milkshake this time?
I did not. I did not. A jalapeno burger though on the way.
Okay, so the bun.
But so the bun is probably the worst part of that. Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, Tony's getting ready to fire up the grill. Oh yeah, like Harry, he was saying, like I said before, cutting devices and some food. Yeah, camping. I mean, we were kind of thinking food is kind of a given, but yeah, when you go camping, there's a lot of food options because you can go big or you can go small.
You can go big or go home.
Right, right. We've been camping times where we've had huge, like when the whole family comes, just massive amounts of food coming off the fire. Where we have a fire going and we've got food on a grill and maybe even multiple grills going and just massive amounts of food. Then there's other times when we're out here eating MREs. You're boiling water and pouring it into a freeze-dried meal or something like that. So there's a couple ends of the spectrum there. Usually when I come out here and we're just working and filming videos, I try to keep it simple, stick over the fire. Or we have the wrought iron skillet that we'll just throw down and just put burgers or brats or whatever. He boiled a bunch of brats last night.
And normally I
Yeah.
don't do this. Normally I'm Chef Boyardee, and
So,
I want multiple. Ooh, yeah, don't be eyeballing those. Look at you salivating.
No,
You're
dude.
like, that fire's hitting them, Tony.
Dude, I just ate 3 of those things, man.
Yeah.
I am full.
But yeah, normally I get like 3 or 4 course meals because I just,
dude, the chili.
I enjoy cooking.
That chili, man, the Boilermaker chili. Oh, that was actually the first video that we ever made. The fool brings out chili and makes a huge, the Dutch oven,
The Dutch oven, yeah.
full to the top. We didn't put a dent in that chili. There was so much chili, and we ended up not even being able to eat it all. Too bad Alien wasn't here that day.
Right.
Man, and he'd have been in hog heaven. Of course, we did it another time when he was here, didn't we?
In dog heaven.
He ate so much. You remember that?
What happened?
Remember that time that Ailey was here and he ate so much that we think he just kind of overate?
Oh, and he went in there and passed
yeah,
out.
he just was
Yeah, actually, he did the same thing during the live. But
Yeah.
it was kind of cold too.
It was,
So,
dude,
but
no,
yeah.
he ate too much.
He was sitting here. Yeah, he ate that entire thing of stew or chili.
I didn't
or
think I'd
whatever.
ever see that dog get to where he ate too much, but yeah, and then you ended up pouring some, mixing it with his dog food too,
Yeah, yeah.
and he ate all that. So yeah, that was crazy. What cooking kit would you recommend? So there's a few different answers depending on exactly what you're gonna do, right?
Yeah, or your skill level as a chef and
Or
all
your
sorts of
skill,
stuff. I mean, so I would say you've got your basic gear you got to have, and that is a
The skillet. I
skillet.
think.
Gotta have.
If you have a
cast
good cast
iron
iron
skillet.
skillet, you can
Lodged.
do just about anything. Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
you can use it in the way it's intended, right? Or you can flip it over, cook toast on it on that flat
Yeah, you can,
surface.
toast stuff
yeah,
on
just,
it, yeah.
I mean, just turn the skillet over.
Right.
Plus, it's gonna clean and get all the bacteria.
Yeah, it'll all
off.
drip out in the fire.
It's all gone. Turns
All
to
that grease
ash.
falls in and
Boom.
yeah.
But no, you gotta start with the cast iron.
I would
skillet.
start with a
Me,
cast iron skillet.
Personally, I love cooking on cast iron.
What is the size of yours? Is that a 12-inch?
12-inch.
Yeah.
And this
that's
one,
a perfect size. Yeah.
I never forget my cooking gear, but this time, I know why. Because Steve on Wednesday said, "Hey, you want to go out tonight?" And I was like,
Sure.
I guess so."
Yeah. Yeah.
But normally it's like a day or two out, and I
Right.
prepare, and I do have a checklist at home that says, "Here's everything you need to bring," and because we had an exhaustive list, because got to bring drones and batteries and backup batteries and all sorts of stuff. But my skillet, I forgot. So I went up to Walmart. By the way, I wish we could post pictures up
5:30
here.
in the morning.
I wish I could show pictures, because that picture is beautiful. Is it not? That one.
Oh yeah.
at dawn?
It's on our Facebook page, right? Didn't you post it on Facebook?
Oh, I did.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
So if you go to BeastMode, hey, Harry, if you're on Facebook, go join our Facebook page also, and you can post some of your own camping pictures up there.
Yeah, and we're trying to develop this community and get
Yeah.
more people active. You seem like a very active person, and in fact, we need to tell Cosby Fish. I don't know.
Cosby Fish, yeah. When you go camping, jump on
Hold on,
Facebook.
is Cosby Fish even in here?
He hasn't commented in a little while, but I can't see who's actually on.
Right,
so-
but I think earlier he said goodnight, guys.
Oh, did he?
I
Oh,
think
may
that
have.
he wasn't planning on being here tonight.
Right. He was on for a minute.
Tonight?
But yeah, Cosby Fish. If you see this, and actually anybody on there, if you go over to Facebook and join our Facebook page, and anytime you're camping, take pictures and throw them up there and let us see what you're doing. It's awesome. That's what it's for. Is we want to
Yeah.
see what everybody's doing. It's not just it's about us. It's about everybody.
Yeah, absolutely.
But as far as the cooking gear, well, again, if you're going to state parks, a lot of times they have grills available for you. But we've gotten to the point now where we're off grid so much that even when we go to state parks and they have the grills, we don't use them. I mean, we would much rather cook on the fire, on our campfire.
Yeah. Now, I will say, I love this thing. This one is Wheeler's. My daughter bought this for me. My daughter Carly bought this for me. And this one it's kind of like your starter kit, right? It's got everything you need.
Everything you need, yeah.
So it's got tongs, it's got a spatula, which is over there.
it's right
like I
there.
said, you got to have your pan, but
Yeah, the pan.
it's got your skizzers,
Excuse us.
a
Oh, a fork. Yeah.
fork, chef's knife,
Chef's knife.
a cutting board,
Yeah.
and a
Cutting boards should have
couple of
seasonings.
seasoning
Yeah.
containers, as well as a cork screw, and
Yeah, that's a good kit right there. Yeah, I can't think of anything else you'd need.
there's something else. Oh, that's just there.
All in one little.
Yeah,
little
all in
pouch
one
there.
little kit.
That's pretty cool.
So I keep this.
You can probably find something like that on Amazon.
Absolutely,
Sure.
and this one's
Yeah.
called Wheeler's, and they do make like 4 or 5 different versions of this with bigger and bigger and bigger, right? So I think it's the medium one, but and like this the chef's knife in here isn't like top quality or anything,
Right.
but it's a great little starter kit
Yeah.
and
So,
something
hey, take
I bring.
that one out and put that one that I gave you in there.
But this always comes with me because it has everything. Because chances are you're gonna forget a cutting board. It's in here. You're gonna forget a knife. It's in here.
That.
Scissors in here.
I never have that, and you always got it. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
So yeah, Harry mentioned. Would you want to use those anyway? Because who knows?
What?
I think he's talking about the grills that are at the campsites. And I'm like, yes, you're absolutely right. And half the time they're rusted out and nasty. Anytime I've ever used one, I always lay tinfoil over the top of them and then cook on the tinfoil. But that gets kind of dicey too.
No, you got to put a pan or something. No, you're not cooking right on top of.
No, I would lay tinfoil over the top of them and cook on the tinfoil.
Really?
That's the way I used to do it, yeah. But I don't even use them anymore. Like I say, we bring the pans. And then if you really want to get fancy, we also have a wrought iron wok.
Cast iron.
Or I'm sorry, cast iron, yeah. A cast iron wok, and you've got the Dutch oven too. And there's a lot of cool stuff you can do in the Dutch oven.
That recipe that Ben sent us
Oh
for
my
that
God.
dump cake.
No, it was a pizza
Cobbler.
yeah.
Cobbler was stupid. Yeah, I
God.
mean, you literally, and here it is.
So good.
It's that yellow box cake.
Just so easy. You just dump it in and throw it on, man.
A thing of peaches. You put that in, those two together, and I think that was it, right?
There's a bunch of butter. We put the butter over the top of it.
Pats of butter all over the top.
In
Put the
a
top
cast
on.
iron skillet.
Put the pan or the skillet.
Right in the fire, and then you take a bunch of the
No,
coals.
wait, cast iron. What? Dutch oven.
Dutch oven.
Right in the fire. Put the coals on
top
top
of it.
That thing gets all heated
About
and everything.
20, 30 minutes, man. That was like gold, man.
It was stupid.
God, it was ridiculous.
In fact, I want it right now.
I know. Now I want.
How can I get that right now?
I want some now. Jeez. Yeah, we. If you go back to not this 2003, but 2002 Thanksgiving, we did a whole Thanksgiving dinner out here, and we made that peach cobbler.
That cobbler was stupid.
Ben told us about that, and man, it's so good. If only we could have had some real good ice cream. Our ice cream was all melted. And
It was all
everything,
melted.
yeah.
I think I just had those little cups or something.
Yeah, we had the little cups, and we just,
Yeah.
it was a little warm. It hadn't gotten cold yet, and we had a problem keeping the ice cream frozen. But yeah, you add ice cream to that, and boo, man, that was so good. But yeah, you're right, man. Those grills are sketch, man. They're sus big time, dude. Woo. Ain't no telling what's on those things. And then when nobody's there, all the rats come and nibble on the bars and stuff, and getting the little food pieces off. Yeah. Yeah, he's looking for a wok. Yeah, my biggest problem when I was looking for the wok is finding a big one, because I wanted one really big to where I could like cook a bunch of meat for like a big family.
Actually, and the one you have, I think that's still too small.
That's the biggest one I could find. Because I was looking for one that didn't have wood on it. I wanted it all to be metal.
Yeah.
They
wanna be
had
able to
some
throw it
bigger
in.
ones, but they had like wooden handles.
Oh, you
and
can put it
stuff
in there.
Yeah, I was just trying to find one that was all metal.
The wood will burn up.
True. Yeah.
It turns into kindling.
Right. Yeah. But yeah, they have a pretty big selection of woks on Amazon, of the cast iron woks. So if you get on there and look at them, they just don't get really big. But you know, it's worked for every time I've used it. It works great. Another thing that's nice about it is, oh, he's trying to make it up there with it. Check out the candle.
How big am I, Steve? I can't tell.
You're not in it yet.
I think I'm gonna.
Oh,
be
well, there's
pretty
a delay. Oh,
Yeah.
there you go. Yeah, it's on there.
good. Is it too big? Too small?
Back up just a little bit. Yeah, that looks good.
So this part is oil. This part is all water under here, and I just threw some trees in there.
Some trees in there.
Look at that. And this thing supposedly will last forever. I will say it keeps going out because
Your wick tips over.
no, the oil stops and then it goes out. And I figured it would just burn up and pull in more oil, but it doesn't. And
Huh.
all I do is I dunk it.
And get more stuff on it.
I just dunk it and relight it, and it comes back up.
So you just need to perfect the wick.
Yeah, and it may just not be a good wick or something.
Well, what I was wondering is if maybe the hole is tight and squeezing it.
No, but that's all. So there's the hole, and that's underneath the oil.
Right. Oh, the whole thing is under.
Is underneath.
So the
the
oil's
oil.
coming up on top and getting on it.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's weird. I don't know.
Oh, hey, hello. Look. Oh.
Yeah, Harry said it looks good.
What do you think about those?
Oh man, those are getting crunchy.
Look at that. I could be part of the Navy Air Force pilots.
But yeah, back to the cooking stuff. If you have a cast iron skillet, a wok, and a Dutch oven, I can't think of anything you would need to cook that you couldn't do with that. If you don't anything else, you can use like a poker sticks like this and just cook them straight over the fire.
Hey man, did you put my buns in there?
I put them in. Yes, I did. I've got some. You can grab mine.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Where, in the blue?
No, the yeah. I think I've got 2 left.
Hoo-wee!
Hoo-wee!
I'm talking about, Steve.
But yeah, if you don't want to cook it in the skillet, you do. And if you're Tony, late night, and you just really want a burger, you just flip the log over to where
Throw it right
the
on the
hot
log.
side is up, and just throw that thing right on the log, man, and cook it right there. It gets a little bit of ash on it, but that's all sterile, and you can eat that, and you can't even tell it's there.
Some of the best.
And that'll actually
Best
probably
burgers
be
I've
the
ever
best
had.
burger you ever ate. If you haven't tried it, I highly recommend cooking your burger directly on the log.
I'm gonna do that with these buns here.
Yeah, he's doing it with his buns right now.
Put them right on the log.
Careful, there's some flames coming up over here. They're gonna burn that thing up.
Ooh.
Yeah, ooh.
There you go. Right there.
But yeah, don't be afraid of getting a little ash on it, because that ash ain't gonna hurt you, and you can't even tell it's there. And as a matter of fact, once the burger cooks all the way, most of that ash just falls right off. Harry said he actually has done that.
Just threw it right on the
Just throw
log?
it right on the log, man.
Yeah.
That works.
I don't have a problem with that.
But yeah, that's greatness. We love cooking on an open fire like this. I used to bring little portable grills and stuff, and fire. It's easy. So much easier, so much less to deal with. Oh, and Steven got us that rack. That rack is really cool. You can take, it's just this rack that comes up and does this, and you can spread your logs out and just take that rack and set it down in the fire, and then you could lay your pan right on top of it. And that way it holds it just above the fire a little bit, and
Yeah, it's not so intense.
It doesn't get quite as hot. Yeah.
I did burn my burgers earlier.
Yeah, well, you got to find that sweet spot with your fire.
I like my burgers burnt though.
That ash adds flavor, absolutely.
Yeah, it does.
It's the flavor of the wood, and like when you smoke something, when things are smoked, you're basically, that's wood particles getting on the food, and that's what adds that smoke flavor. So yeah, when you do it like that, it's just like the intense additional flavors coming from the wood, especially if you're using a good type of wood for cooking and smoking. So yeah, there's a lot of ways you can go about it. I have a very small, what is that called? Aluminum? Is that aluminum? Yeah. I have a very small aluminum kit that I use that all folds up into one thing. And a lot of times when I'm just doing breakfast real quick out here, I'll use that. And it's just a little, there's this little pot, and I'll just put it in the fire and throw some bacon and eggs in there and throw a tortilla on the log, and when it comes out, just dump it all on the tortilla and just eat that. You're getting the whole thing going on here again.
Do what?
Huh?
What happened?
What happened?
You got mustard in my beard?
Well, no, you got like hot dog and bun in your beard.
You've got a hot dog in your
You
beard.
got a hot dog right here, dude.
Do I really have something in my beard?
Down here. Oh, there it went. There it went. And you got another one up higher, like right here. There it goes. There it just fell off.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
The other day, a squirrel jumped out of my
Yeah,
beard.
he's like, whoa, where did that go? That was a foxtail squirrel. Oh yeah. But yeah, those things are cool. And then lately, I got that little titanium cup, and you can set that directly on the fire. You can use it on one of these. You were mentioning the little pocket stove earlier. I've got a little pocket stove that you can take all
Holy
this off.
crap!
What?
I just found something out.
Oh no! What?
I was today years old when I found something out. You know why they call this a mason jar?
a mason jar. Oh God, why? Why?
Do you know why?
I can't really recall off the top of my head, but
Because it says Mason right there. It's a brand. It says
Oh.
Mason.
so they may not all necessarily be true mason jars then, if they don't say mason on them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's silly.
Okay.
There's a company called Mason, so they call them Mason jars. Wow.
Wow.
I was today years old when I learned that.
Well, you done cornered the market when they name them all after you.
What's on this side? It's like some grapes or something. I don't even know. Weird.
Yeah.
Okay, mason
Okay,
jar.
Yeah, wow. Okay.
Hey, the more you know.
Hey, learn something new every day.
Mm-hmm.
Harry said, yes, the flavor saver. Flavor saver. It's like Batman. I love fighting crime in a rubber suit. Really seals in the flavor.
especially after 4 days of not washing.
Right, yeah, boy, it really savors the flavor.
I'm getting Cheetos out of my mustache that I ate 3 days ago.
Oh, yeah, he's talking about the jar, I think. He said there's also a ball. Man, my eyes are going. A ball and a few other brands.
But nobody ever calls them a ball jar.
Right, they call them a mason
Jar.
That's what I'm saying. They got the market covered, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a
I
ball
wonder
jar.
if the people at the ball company are like, man,
Man, why are they calling our stuff mason jars? We clearly wrote ball right on the side. It's still a mason jar.
I didn't know that. That's crazy.
I didn't either, yeah. Oh, he said no, they still always say mason. Huh. Okay, I'd never noticed that before.
Super weird. Oh, is he saying the company Ball still says Mason?
Yeah, so maybe that's not a company, maybe that's just the style.
We're going to have to fact check.
We're gonna have to check that, yeah. They always say Mason. That's what Harry said.
Okay.
I saw it on the internet, so it must be true. Yeah,
All right.
that's funny.
So did we have any comments
He
about...
said no, they call them Mason. Yeah, so I guess that's just the style. It's just
Okay.
they're Mason jars, yeah.
So Ball company makes
Yeah.
one and prints Mason on it?
And maybe there's a company called Mason too, and they're like, hey, we want to make Mason jars. What do you want to call our company? Hey, let's call it Mason.
Hey, so
Sounds like
did
a
we have
good
any
idea.
comments that said they dug it, didn't dig it, need more info or what? 'Cause-
No?
Okay. So nothing on that, but you had some other stuff here.
There's a Cameron Johnson just chimed in. They always say Mason because John Mason. That's
So John Mason made it to where it just comes up just a little bit and then that's weird.
he patented that style of jar, and so now they're Mason jars.
Huh. Okay.
That's cool. I like it.
It's a little square and round.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's got a
It's
soft,
got very rounded corners.
Yeah.
Yeah.
weird. Okay.
And plus probably the way that it's meant for that little metal cap with the seal.
Sure.
The seal thing that's a two-piece cap.
Who said that?
That was Cameron Johnson.
Cameron Johnson needs to go on Jeopardy.
Jeopardy, yeah. They always say Mason said, who is John Mason? Yeah. Mason was the first.
Okay.
Yeah. Pays to be first.
Mm-hmm.
Note to,
Or to have the patent.
or to have the patent, yeah. Right. Yeah, you don't have to be first to have the patent.
Right.
You just first to get the patent, right?
All right. So you had a couple other items on here.
Well, we were talking about
not
cold
that or that.
camping.
But
We were just
do we
starting,
want to talk about cold camping?
well, we were just starting to talk about that when we got sidetracked.
Okay.
Sidetracked is good though. We like getting sidetracked.
Man, I could eat about 12 more of those
I
cheddar
told
cheese
you
dogs.
I ate 3 of them earlier, and I'm still
Holy
full.
smokes.
But I ate hot links, man. Those are really
Those
good.
Earl Campbells are stupid.
I got a whole nother package of those things.
Yeah.
If you want one, man, dig in.
Well, I specifically, man, I was at odds with myself. I was like, do I get the Earl Campbells? But I went for the bratwurst instead this trip.
And those were
And
good.
also
I ate
I
one of
went
those,
with
last night.
the cheddar, jalapeno cheddar versus the Earl Campbell's.
I had a couple of those left over, and I
if-
ate those last night after you went to bed at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Are we locked up?
No, it looks like we are, but I don't think it's happening on there. Ooh, look at all the dew falling on my laptop.
Let me double check.
They always say Mason because John Mason had the patent for them. Yeah, Mason
Yep.
was the first.
Okay, there we go. It was
Cameron Joni could eat more weenie. Go figure.
Oh, I know. That's Cameron Johnson.
Yeah, that's Cameron Johnson.
Okay, he's someone I play video games with.
Oh, okay.
That's Cameron.
Okay, cool.
What's up, Cameron?
Eat more weenie.
I didn't notice until I went on
Until
the
you
back-
said eat more weenie.
Yeah, he said that. I was like, oh, that sounds like a Cameron thing. Okay.
Oh, hey, alien, what's up?
What's up, brother?
You decided to grace us with your presence?
Oh no, he just smelled.
Your food is what it is. He's like, where?
look at him. He's like,
He's
hey,
like, what? I'm
where-
supposed to get the last bite.
where's the buffet at,
He's
Dad?
traumatized now.
Okay, I sell it over here.
I know,
son.
it's sniffing all
You
over.
better make me one. All right.
Now you got to make him a dog.
Yeah, I guess I gotta make 2
You gotta
more.
make him a dog. Okay. That's funny. DP says,
That's funny. Thanks for joining, Cameron.
yeah, John Landis Mason, 1832, in Vineland, New York, or I'm sorry, New Jersey.
And who's typing this right now?
Harry,
Oh, Harry.
February 26, 1902, was an American tinsmith for the antique fruit jars that have come known as the Mason jar. So I think the patent that he has is actually for the metal screw-on lid, and now they call them the Mason jars.
Because
I think
one screws and one.
Yeah,
lays
it's
on
like the
top.
2-piece thing, and the
Yeah.
one seals on, and the other one just holds it down.
All right.
They're great jars. You can use those for pasteurizing,
Oh yeah.
and then when it pops down, it seals, so you know when it pops up, it's broke the seal.
Yeah.
Good stuff. He also made the what?
We gotta wait. We gotta let them cook. I know you're starting to slobber
You know what?
already.
I don't like this.
What?
Because see this heart, it wants me to push this heart, and it covers up the last line, the last bit of every sentence over there.
What is the heart for? What happens
It
if
lets
you hit
me
it?
love it. We gotta love it. Boop.
Oh.
You see?
Oh, that's saying if you want to give it an emoji.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm with you.
Okay, so he said that made the first screw top shakers.
Okay.
Yeah, they're like the salt and pepper shakers, is what he said. So he made those too.
Hey,
Yeah,
back up.
look at Alien. He's like, I'll eat that right out of your mouth. You ain't even got to cook it.
Back up, dude.
Do you want it cooked?
Look at him. He's like,
He's like, I really don't care. It's going to go straight down my throat anyway. Oh my gosh. Ow.
ow!
Hey, careful. Fingers look a lot like hot dogs.
Dude, he bit my thumb on that one.
Hey, it looks just like a hot dog, man. Wow. Do you have that video up somewhere where you did the burger eating contest with him?
I think on TikTok.
That was
Yeah.
hilarious, man.
Yeah.
I freaking love that.
I went to.
How many burgers did you get?
I went to McDonald's and I said, "Give me 10 burgers."
And you put
And
5 on each side.
5, yeah, 2 rows of 5, one for him, one for me, and
And
I think
Tony gets down on the floor.
yeah, I'm like, okay,
and
go.
He's like, go. And he grabs the burger, and Alien's like, gloop, gloop, gloop. And then he went to your row and started coming back down.
Yeah, I think I
was funny.
horked down 2 and he got like 8.
And you got all the rest
I
of
might
them.
have gotten 3. I
I
don't think
don't know.
so.
You were going pretty fast with him. I was impressed.
I was trying to race
He's
him.
like, "Rah, rah." And Alien's just like swallowing whole
Yeah,
burgers. Gloop, gloop.
Yeah,
Wow.
I forgot about that.
That was hilarious, man. You sent it to me in a text message or something. I just busted. I was like, oh my God.
My parents texted me. They were like, "You're an idiot."
You're an idiot.
They were like, "What are you doing? Eating off the floor?" I was like, I thought it was kind of funny.
Tempting the beast there.
And my floor is very clean.
Yeah. That's funny. Ugh. It's 11:32. We got about a half hour left. Yeah. My mom said she'd like to see that. You should post it.
I don't know if it's good for beast mode.
Pac-Manning it. Pac-Manning.
If you go look at my TikTok, it's Alien and the Monster.
Alien. It's on his TikTok. It's called Alien and the Monster.
Yeah,
And yeah, he's got a bunch of videos up there like that. So yeah, but yeah, go check it out.
bunch
It's
of
funny.
stupid stuff.
Yeah,
it's not
just
really
dumb
beast
stuff.
mode,
Yeah, it's
appropriate.
not like Beast Mode.
It's not
stuff, but-
camping.
Yeah, it's not camping related at all, but just hilarious.
Yeah, do a bunch of stupid stuff. on there.
Is that where all the masks are and stuff? too?
Yeah, I got a bunch of 3D
did-
printed masks.
He
that I
did
a whole
like a
series on.
whole bunch of masks that he printed out on his 3D printer. We actually used a lot of those in our Halloween
special.
video.
Yep.
Yeah, the 2002 Halloween video. So that was cool. Yeah. Alien was Pac-Man in it. Waka waka waka.
Look at him. He is just like, give me
He's
a
like,
dog,
no,
Dad.
I'm fixated on these dogs right now.
He can barely stand still.
I know. He's like,
What's wrong with this dude?
he's like, I haven't eaten in a month.
I haven't eaten in 7 minutes, Dad.
Yeah, 7 minutes.
Yeah.
Look at, be careful. It's hot.
It's like going fishing.
Yeah, like
Going fishing for a dog, dude. Man, if people fished for you, you would have no chance.
yeah,
buddy.
you'd be dead.
You'd be like, throw a dog. I caught one. Great Dane.
Great name. That's funny.
You know, you never catch a dolphin.
Oh, really?
Like people go fishing.
You'll never catch a dolphin.
There's dolphin around all the time. You never accidentally catch a dolphin.
And you're
Ever.
talking about dolphin like flipper.
Yeah, like porpoise, dolphin. And he said, you know, if
Well, there's another fish called a dolphin. It's like, kind of.
you know what I'm talking about when I say dolphin,
You're
right?
talking about like the flipper dolphin, yeah. No, I mean,
Yes.
you're obviously not a fisherman because the first thing I thought when you said dolphin was the other one. But I know what you're talking about.
Do you know what
yes.
99% of the people think of when they say a dolphin?
Are you sure about that? I challenge you on that.
Yeah. All right.
I would totally challenge you on that one.
Hey, all right. All right. To the people in the chat,
It depends on whether you're
you're thinking the thing that looks kind of like a porpoise or some weird fish that Steve's talking about.
You know what a dolphin is?
Yeah. The one that looks like a porpoise?
I'm not talking about like flipper the dolphin.
What are you talking about?
There's another fish that's similar to a tuna, or
And it's called the dolphin fish, or what's it called?
It is a dolphin.
No. So you're saying there's 2 types of animals. Talking about flipper.
I understand, yeah.
Yeah.
But yes, they had got the sonar capability, right?
I don't know. You totally got me off track. I don't even know what I was talking about
The
anymore.
dolphin, you said you can't catch them.
Oh. No, you won't. You don't
Right.
accidentally
I
catch them.
can't. I don't know that I've ever heard
If
of anyone
hamburgers
catching them.
came down from the sky, people would be like, "Oh yeah,
Oh yeah, they'd be like, "Oh, give me a hamburger."
there goes Steve."
There goes. Steve.
Like
Yeah.
people would accidentally eat those all the time, but you never hear about someone accidentally catching a dolphin.
You're right about that. They're just smarter than that. I've
Yeah,
heard
they're
that.
like, that's
Well,
not.
dolphin are
I see
very
that line.
intelligent, I've
Oh, yeah.
also heard. Yeah.
Yeah, they're way smarter than us. They're not corrupting our planet.
It has something to do. I watched that movie Lucy the other night, where she takes that drug or that
Oh,
drug,
Lucy,
is in
yeah,
it,
yeah.
and she uses all of her
Scarlett
brain.
Johansson?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. And they actually mentioned when
He goes to a different dimension. And
what is that? Morgan
time travel.
Freeman. He was giving one of his speeches,
Yeah.
and he actually mentioned the dolphin is one of the only X or whatever.
He's like 10% of its brain.
right,
Ooh.
and that's why he has the ability to do that sonar stuff. Yeah. Did you know they can also stun fish with that?
I did not know that.
They can put a pulse out so strong that it'll stun a fish, and they can just go up and eat it. That's crazy, isn't it? Like a sonar pulse.
I think you just made that up.
I did not make that up. Fact check me on that.
I have never heard.
You've never heard of that?
Is that bullet crab?
Okay, before
The one that goes like this. It goes.
Oh, yeah, another one you're talking about. It actually creates a bubble and goes pow.
It creates
Yeah, I
and
know
it
what
says
you're talking
super heated and everything around it.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Now, before you, have you ever heard of that?
No.
Okay, it was one of Nicholas's favorite cartoons, and it is one of the most educated, and they teach you all about every freaking
Harry,
animal in the freaking
Harry, I need
sea.
you to fact check his dolphin.
Dolphins can
I would fact check it, but my phone's over there doing this thing.
It's a sonar pulse that they, or some kind of sonar pulse that they
He's
put
saying
out
they send out a sonar pulse
that's strong enough to stun a fish.
I'm arguing it.
Yep. Okay. But yeah, we I was it was such a good show that
But
I would sit there and watch it with him.
If it comes up
And-
that is incorrect, I'm gonna tell you some stuff from Scooby Doo.
Okay. Scooby-Doo. Hey, so pull the mask off, man.
Yeah.
But no, that was a great show. I loved it.
How we looking over there?
Yes, thank you, Mom.
What?
She's backing me up on the dolphin.
No. I want to hear it from Harry.
It has another name. It's also called a mahi-mahi.
Okay, that's called a mahi-mahi.
They also call it a dolphin. It's like it's called a dolphin. But yeah, mahi-mahi, a dolphin. It's a really beautiful looking fish, man. They're badass looking. But yeah, they call them dolphins. Where were we?
I've totally heard of mahi-mahi.
Yeah, well, it's also commonly known as a dolphin. That's right. My mom just said, "Well, you're from Florida, so you've been exposed to more of that kind of shit." We all think of a dolphin as an edible fish, eating flipper.
No.
But when we hear dolphin down there, we're thinking, "Oh yeah, that's good eating," because we're not talking about the dolphin that you're talking about. We're talking
When
about
you're talking about
mahi-mahi.
flipper, what do you call that?
A dolphin. It's the same name. It's just a couple fish that have the same fucking name.
Is there another name for flipper?
Yeah, I'm sure there's a homogeneous erectus kind of thing, but I don't know what it is. But no, it's a dolphin. They both have the same names. Depends on what part of the world and how often one goes fishing. That's right. That's right. It's also known as mahi-mahi. Actually, he is telling the truth. Most whales can. So it's not just the dolphin. There's a lot of whales.
Most whales can send out
I believe a killer whale can do it also. Yeah.
No,
Because then it'll kind of start kind of going like this, blood, and he won't move, and then they can just swoop in and grab him real quick.
Huh.
It's like a fishing technique.
I'm very hungry.
I went to my Jeep and almost got frostbite. Y'all are crazy. Hey, come sit by this fire. It's 30 degrees warmer right here.
Yeah, Pang.
Yeah.
It is. I bet it's 60 degrees right here.
Oh, Mom just answered your question. She said we call that a dolphin, an edible fish, and they call the flipper type dolphin a porpoise.
Well, see, there is a dolphin and a porpoise. Both of them look similar, but they are two very
Oh, you're saying those are two different things?
Absolutely.
Okay. We'll have to double check on that too. I always thought of those as the same. I thought a dolphin was a porpoise, but we'll check on that. I'm not entirely sure about that.
Yeah, brother. You can come out with us next time if you want.
Come on out.
What you'd have to buy is your heat gear because obviously your runs. Get you
just
some
have to
wool
have the
socks.
right gear, right.
You got to have some wool socks, long johns.
I'm actually wearing 2 pairs of wool socks right now.
Get 4 pairs of wool socks. Shoes. Don't just
Hey, you crawl?
crawl what?
Whoa. Crawl said, looking good, fellas.
CRA. What?
AW, CRAW.
I bet that's a Clay Crowder. Is it CROW?
AW.
I don't know. Who's
No.
Craw?
Crawl.
I want to know who Craw is.
Do we know Crawl?
Craw.
Who's
Craw. 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 Craw.
Crawl. Yeah.
I don't know. I like that name though. Craw.
He said, Gary Porter said, there must be a heat wave up yonder in your neck of the woods.
No, it's literally
But
it's.
here in he's in Garland. He said
No.
his grass is frozen.
No,
Actually,
it's 30.
the back of my chair is frozen. Actually,
No, it's gonna be 30 degrees tonight. It's probably like 34 right now. I think. It's just I'm saying.
I don't know
Next to this fire, it's
Yeah.
like 60.
I don't know if the
We have so many hot coals in here, man.
my keyboard right now is covered with a layer of ice.
Yeah.
If I don't know if you can see this, but the back of my chair, well, I'm in the
You're
light.
in the light, dude. There you go. Yeah, look at that.
The back of my chair
I don't
is
know if-
covered with ice.
May be able to see it, but this is literally. I mean, that's
That's ice.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's
But
cool.
right here, this heat coming off of this fire feels good.
Yeah. So as long as you're not blocking the fire
Right.
or the moon over here.
Yeah. We like it cold though, man. I'd much rather be cold than hot.
Yeah. But yeah, man, just get some stuff.
Like medium husky gear.
I don't even know.
Medium husky.
I don't even know. I've got a tent for you. What else? You can buy a little heater buddy for inside at
Oh
night.
shit. What is
Let me make sure it's still going.
no, it's not a problem. I'm just like,
No, it is. We're at 10%.
Harry's doing all our
Our
research.
fact checking.
He's doing all our fact checking and research for us. He's
Awesome.
back on the damn Dalton again.
Ah,
He said, God, I'm having so much trouble reading this. I need to turn my brightness up a little. I'm going blind. My LASIK is wearing off.
they're all gone, buddy.
Okay, he said, DOF decibels.
Okay.
Jesus, that's loud. Well, the echolocation
goes-
of it. It's like pulse.
No, but I think they make a sound is the reason. They go, "Arr!" and they hear that back.
I'm not sure that you can hear the echolocation of
He
that,
does 220 decibels.
but it's at a frequency that we not. But that's what stuns the fish, is what I'm saying. Is that loud? Wow! It stuns them, and they can grab them real quick. But yeah, that's cool info. 220 decibels. Mom said it's cold in Florida tonight too. What's the temperature down there? She said it was like 69 degrees earlier when they were at the dock. Today's their birthday. Happy birthday again, Mom.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday! He said, y'all. Gary again says y'all's nuts. Oh, he only has short.
Bah, he does. He wears
Trees and Crocs.
he wears shorts up to here, man.
He's got those Daisy Dukes.
Yeah. I was like, dude, you need shorts. When you stand up, your shorts need to be no shorter than where your hands are. His shorts are right here, dude.
We got dress code.
Hey, his shorts come to right here.
He got coded. He's got those 70s gym shorts.
Yeah. Well, he was a football coach.
Okay. So yes, he's got the
Yeah,
70s just gym shorts. He's still sporting the 70s look, man.
You need to get one of these, Peng. This is a silk bag, a walking sleeping bag. You need to get it like extra large. You'd be good.
Yeah, Mom said thank you, and that she had a great birthday today with Nick at the beach. Nick took her out to the dock, and they had
Awesome.
a bushwhacker.
Awesome.
It was a beautiful today, but she said tonight it's in the upper 40s. So yeah, that's chilly for Florida. But yeah, we're in the 30s now.
Nice. What time we got?
It is 11:48. We've got about
Okay.
a little more than 10
I'm
minutes.
gonna wrap this up, and my phone
Yeah.
is dying.
And you're right. We're gonna go ahead and wrap it up before the technical.
That's the other
difficulties
thing. We need to make sure next time that we get split.
actually use it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've got that. Yeah, I know.
Oh, we have it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We need to actually use it next time. Yeah, that always helps. Okay, here we go. I'm shocked it's in the 40s tonight. Harry, just so you're aware, that's in Pensacola, Florida. But yeah, that is a little chilly for Florida. It usually stays pretty warm.
Harry's in Ohio.
Yeah,
Harry.
he's in Ohio.
I'm wondering, but that's
what's the temperature in Ohio right now?
I'm betting 19 degrees. What do you want to bet?
19
What are you saying?
in Ohio?
Yeah.
I really have no idea. I wouldn't know what. You're thinking 19?
It's like 30 here. What do you think is up there?
I would say 28.
What did I say? 19? You
Yeah.
say 28?
Yeah.
So only 2 degrees colder than us? Okay. Let's see what he says.
Well, the only reason I'm thinking is because they usually go across like this. So
Oh no, it's
maybe. I don't know. Like I said, I really don't know. He's originally from Central Florida. Central Florida. Hey, Harry. I actually spent a little bit of time when I was very young in Fort Pierce, Florida. So, where exactly in Central Florida are you? Were you? Because I have traveled every inch of Florida. I used to drive hot shot. Oh, he said he's 32.
32.
So I'm
They're
closer.
only a couple degrees colder than
so
us.
he's about the same temperature as us right now.
That's crazy.
Lakeland, Polk County. Yeah, I know Lakeland. Stuff up close to there.
What, like an STD?
My bones.
Oh,
I'm talking about when I was driving the
I
boat.
thought you were talking about you picked something up. I was like,
Yeah, I used to.
why are you
pick up
talking about that?
I used to pick up the big oversized load boats that everybody else was too scared to drive around. And then I'd have to white knuckle it in the freaking parking lot for a half hour before I pulled out. I really don't want to go. This is not normal. Oh, Lakeland. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I like Florida. Florida's cool. I like visiting there though, but I really do. I don't want to live there again. I'm scared of their healthcare system. They kill people. Oh.
I think you're right about that.
But that's a whole nother podcast, right? Oh yeah, stoke that fire, Tony. It's cold outside. But back to the cold weather thing. If you dress properly,
like I'm still sweating.
yeah, well, you've got a freaking thing. I mean, without that, like the way I'm dressed right now, I've got on a thermal layer, a t-shirt. I've got on this jacket basically. It's like a double layered what do you call it? Flannel.
Flannel, yeah.
And then I've got the puff jacket on top of that. I am not cold at all. My fingers and hands are a little bit cold, but being by the fire, they're not numb or anything. It's not bad. And then under here, I've got the thermal layer on, and then I've got these pants, which are a double layer. They've got the flannel on the inside, and then this on the outside.
Yeah.
And I've got 2 pairs of wool
Those
socks
have
on.
flannel on the inside?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Check it.
Oh, I need a pair of those.
I got them from
Cabela's?
Cabela's, yeah.
Yeah.
But I've got 2 pairs like this. And then these big old boots on top of 2 pairs of wool socks. Yeah. My feet are...
Yeah, and the boots really make a giant
They
difference.
make a huge difference.
Because, like, if I'm wearing just my tennis shoes,
Yeah.
my toes feel like they
Right
will
out of the
freeze.
toes.
They will
Yeah.
freeze.
Mhm.
Hey, you got a sender. It's off. And but with these are like heat insulated. They're actually called
Yeah.
like Arctic.
They're
heat or
waterproof,
something.
too.
They're waterproof up
Yeah.
to like almost my ankle.
So when we're hiking, we don't even have to change shoes a lot of times in the
Just walk
shallow crossings.
Walk
You just walk right through it and your feet don't even get wet. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we try to step on a rock or something, but I've dunked my foot down several times
Yeah.
and it still stayed dry. As long as you've got them laced all the way up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. He said, yeah, he's originally from Central Florida, 32. Yeah, he said depends on which part in Lakeland to pick up that. Right. Dress in layers, correct. Unless you have one of these, then it just doesn't matter.
Well, but I will
thing is
say
awesome,
that's
man.
good until like 32. So
Yeah.
like I still, you know, with my multiple layers on, I am totally 100% fine.
You still have a little left over right here. Yeah, there you go. You got it.
Dana,
Flavor saver.
she always looks so upset. She looks at me and she goes, "You've got something else over there."
You're like, oh, what? Huh? Yeah. That's funny. But yes, the layers definitely help
Uh-oh.
because it creates those little thermal barriers and really helps. I hope y'all have a blanket for Alien at least. Oh yeah.
Who's
Not
that?
only does
Who's
he have a
that?
blanket, but that my mom.
Oh.
Not only does he have a blanket, but Tony's got a little buddy heater in there too.
Yeah.
So
So
they'll get in there and fire that thing up, and it'll be 70 degrees.
I need to borrow your propane.
Yeah, it's right there.
Cool. But hey, gang, thanks all for joining. I don't want to go too much longer because I was at 5% a minute ago.
Yeah, it's time. It's 11:54. It's time.
Yeah. Thanks for joining, gang.
Yeah.
And we're gonna try to do this. We'll probably be out here next week, if not at.
Either next weekend or the weekend after that. Yeah.
We generally don't go more than 2 weeks
More than
without
2 weeks.
camping.
Yeah,
so-
every other week at least.
and we'll have
Yeah.
another live. So
Yeah.
thank you all very much for joining.
Oh, and maybe we'll do another daytime live again. That was fun.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was cool.
And if you have any requests on what you want the topic to be, send them in to us. You
Absolutely.
can either comment on one of our videos, comment on this live, or
email.
shoot us an email.
Yeah.
Steve@beastmodecamping.com or Tony
Tony,
at beastmodecamping.com.
Yep.
All right. Thanks all. Have a great weekend and happy 2024. This is going to be a great year.
I'm ready.
All right. We'll see you guys.
Let's do it. Cheers.
Ciao, buddy.